So welcome back to the Bearclaw Dynasty. We're here with episode 4. There's going to be, I think, around 10, 12. It's going to depend on how many streams I get to have until the end of the year. So we're still in the early part of this dynasty. And as we were just saying, there's a lot of cultural, ideological things going on that you can check on our World Anvil. People are still joining, but I would say we're basically ready. I'm gonna give you all like 2 or 3 more minutes to join while I read to you the summary from our previous reign. So previously on the Bearclaw Dynasty, what happened? So you can get a little bit of an idea of what you're stepping into. Previously, we had the reign of King Marty Master II, aka the Eternal. Marty II was the son of monarch Marty I the Crusader and royal consort Tabecca Hoy, both barons of the March. Born during the war against Ashmead, he grew up hearing about the victory that cemented his parents' rule, dreaming of outdoing them in conquest. He was decisive and warlike, but no mere brute, as his flaws were tempered by his mother's values of fairness and truth. He did try to forbid the use of the newly invented printing press, fearing the spread of unfair criticism it enabled. But it failed, and illegal pamphlets chastised him as a wannabe tyrant. When haggard members of Marty I's expedition to Chur, thought forever lost, came back in a makeshift ship, Marty II made amends for his previous rashness by celebrating their endurance and resourcefulness with a great parade. Though some nobles thought something was amiss about the survivors. Overall, King Marty II was happy with his court. He married his childhood sweetheart, Gloria Tokens, orphan of war hero Baron Thrifty Tokens I, who had died saving Marty I. Invited to Winter Feast, Marty II diffused the fight with the chiefs of the North by singing of joint acts of valor shared by the North and the March, and ended up leading the whole clan hall in war songs. He fought in a Marcher Justin tournament under the fake identity of one Count Herman, as he could not have a fair fight while the competitors flinch from hurting the king. And he won the grand prize. Count Herman became an idol in the East, moving honest King Marty II to reveal he was Count Herman. While shocked, the East felt pride at having been adopted by such a great fighter, and a newly built fortress was named Herman Castle. As he was preparing for war, Marty II was approached by the counts of the East. Recognizing his strength, they were offering him immortality, in exchange for leaving the throne to one countess, Tatiana von Doom. The king temporized. As the press reported on scholarly works that could rewrite the kingdom's constitution, Marty II had his soldiers seize the Quail University's library, which included the kingdom's chronicles. The king realized he could easily use this opportunity to rewrite history in a light favorable to him. But remembering how honesty had served him better than duress, he rejected the temptation, and instead had the scholars pursue their work under the crown's supervision. Eventually, Marty II sent a small force to test Ashmead's defenses, which were lacking as the troops captured the castle. He was eager to use the fortress as a beachhead from which to launch a full assault, but the Counts of the East told him the window for the ritual was closing. He had to choose now. Realizing his love could join him in immortality, he finally accepted, renouncing his dreams of glory in favor of an eternity with Gloria. In the wake of the royal couple's disappearance, blamed on a hunting trip gone wrong, a truce was signed. The throne was bequeathed to Tatiana von Doom, frustrating the baron's plan to intimidate the king into abdicating, and the chief of the North's usual plot to use Oddhull's horn. Gloria Tokens' grieving brother adopting young Prince Marty III. The truth was kept secret, but somehow rumors, latching on his unconfirmed death, took to calling Marty II the Eternal. And that is what happened last time in the Bearclaw Dynasty. Please, as usual, big round of applause for our amazing That Which Lurks for providing this summary. And now, without any further ado, let us begin the game. Thank you so much, Lurks. Thank you so much as always. These are so freaking useful and wonderful. I love them. They help me get in the mood so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I see a bunch of people joining in chat while I was reading. How are you doing? Sunlight Kid, and I saw you. Miss Minichu, welcome back. Hello. Ethan Ace. Knecht Heinz, welcome back. Handle Gamer. Shiny Quirks, welcome back. How are you? 52 minutes past the start of the stream and just by... Yeah, just in time. That's how it goes. Doing good. Glad to hear you're doing good, Shiny Quirks. Happy to have you here with us. Pinky Monier, hey! Got new recipes for job applications? How's that going? Would you like to see a different or even bigger map? I don't know, I'm okay with how the map works. Like, I would love if we could show, like, changes, you know, you conquer a little bit of land and it gets added or something like that. But I don't think it's necessary, like, you know, a new island rises. I would love to see it, but it's okay. That's the only thing that I would love to see, but I guess it's not easy to do. Working on knife shit sometimes, but I have time today. Awesome! Happy to have you. Tatiana Von Doom, questionable claim and an eccentric enigma, introduced sighing. Thank you, Lurks. I think, like, Darth Von Doom also sent me some lore from the family, so... You know, I've been sitting on that and letting it sink in, so I have an idea of who this monarch is going to be. Pretty well happy. Happy? Glad to hear that, thank you, Monia. Different map, huh? Come back Friday. Yeah, true, true. Come back on Friday to see that. Alright. Let's see here. Damn, this kingdom is doing good. Wow. Wow. I mean, yeah, don't look at that, Faith, but like... Time for some chaos, yeah. Yeah, don't look at Faith, don't look at Faith. But like, look at everything else. It's doing pretty good. Doing pretty well. Would be a shame if something were to happen to it. Greetings, Queen Tatiana. I am Count Greenmold, leader of the choir from below. May the great heart bless your reign. That is not ominous at all. Love to see that nobody believes in the ninth, right? Yeah, not a happy place for the grandees. Oh, are we getting the bug already? Yeah, we're getting the bug. Oh no. Well, gotta do an event, and then hopefully it's gonna fix itself. That's funny, Northwind. Yeah, she's been the most religious. Phew. What bug is that? Oh, that's the one where you cannot scroll the map and you cannot click on things properly. Yeah, see, right? Like I'm trying to scroll and I cannot do it. I don't know what it's about, to be quite honest. Yeah, but like you cannot scroll anymore. Yeah, and you have to scroll to the left and click on the red button. If you scroll to the right, there is a green button. But if you do this, the balance of all the teams is like it balances out the team and moves people from one team to the other. So you don't want to do that. You want to push this one, but I cannot push it now because I'm seeing it from behind. So I should be able to see it from this side here. It's weird, some weird shit. All right, let's do the coronation here. Yeah, some Eldritch message. Yeah, yeah, it's the auto balancer. Is that a debug menu? I don't know. Like, it's basically, do you want to reshuffle people around? And the red button says no. The green button says yes, right? So Alright, let's go. Your Majesty, you may have won the throne from King Marty II, but you must still answer to the council. As is tradition, they will decide what happens at your coronation. Yes, let's get this over with. Oh, I love the purple. Love it. Look at the purple crown for the east. I love it. Shall we call the nobles in? This is so cool. This is so good. Such a great detail. So, religious ceremony that honors the ninth god. I think we're gonna go for tradition here. Honestly, like the queen would like to have a traditional ceremony. It's both the hair and the crown. I mean, A is just being forcibly made god. I mean, kind of is, but the queen would ask for a traditional coronation. But it's for the council to decide. So, nobles of the kingdom, for the first time tonight, the vote is up to you. It's not a phase, Your Highness. Wow. Are the counts actually gonna force the Eastern coronation on us? Because the rest of the kingdom is not united? Wow, look at that. Yeah, the rest of the kingdom is divided, and the counts can just force the hand. I mean, who is this one count? Manager maid, who doesn't want. Like, who's supporting the queen. I appreciate that. Alright, well, let's go. Yeah, and some of the Pipe Polar Bear, Ephra, Too Shy, and Marley, and Hesperus. Okay, okay. Well, let's go. The river helps too much with stability. Are we strategizing on the Bearclaw Dynasty? Is that what strategizing? What I'm seeing? Melting Penguins, hello and welcome. How you doing? Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's fine. So yeah, you know, supporting the queen is a wise choice. Holding with Eastern traditions, you make sure that the coronation is a muted affair. Black clothes, whispered oaths, solemn music played on the pipe organ. The chiefs and barons find it irritating, and the common folk who'd been expecting the party find it baffling and depressing. But by Xenia's ashes, tradition is important. Okay. Okay. Oh, let's see if we can fix this. Yes. Fix it. Fantastic. So the rebellion begins. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Council introduction. Let's see. Let's see. Who speaks with us? Manager Maid. Events have proceeded exactly according to plan. The throne is ours. Now just remember our agreement. In all matters of state, you shall favor the East. Maybe Manager Maid was actually a noble for some time. Unfortunately, she also wanted it, so it doesn't mean as much. What if I got burned for the good of the whole kingdom? Please, put these delusions of benevolence out of your head. It's embarrassing. We put that crown on your head. Don't make us take it away. Now introduce yourself to the rest of the council, but don't forget what I told you today. Okay. Can we actually rebel already? No, you cannot. Chiefs of the North. Who is it? Günther Gnus. Good luck in the days ahead, your greatness. You'll need it dealing with us a lot. Thank you, I appreciate that. And the Barons of the March, we have Marley. Hello, Marley. Hi, Marley. Hello, Baroness Tynt. Linde. Is it Linde? No, this is Linde's child, right? God, what's their name? Linessa? I'm trying to remember, there's so many. Anthony, welcome back. Yeah, Günther Gnus, that was you. You're forcing me to do Marley's family now. Oh shit, you're right. Oh no, oh no. Electri! Lysandra, thank you. The tiny family tree is the final boss. Yeah, I'm sorry, Vaspir. Sure, Ethanase. That's who you are. Dang. Or if I had to die, honestly, my luck would be I'd finish my lore and then die right off in the end screen. Then get, hurry the fuck up. Alright, let's go. Hail and well met, my liege. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape, huh? And with that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices. Meanwhile, what do you think? Will she be a good little queen and do as she's told? Too early to tell. But I have a bad feeling we should have a backup plan just in case. Wait, isn't this Grimwald? Isn't that Grimwald? What's that mystery? Yeah, that's Grimwald. Shit. Is that a meme? I'm sorry, Vaspir. I saw what you just posted. I'm so sorry. Oh yeah. I think I remember that one. Like we had something similar. Grandmaster, welcome back. Hello, cousin Tatiana. Don't mind the other barons. They're just upset from the wedding twice. Oh, it's fine, Grandmaster. Don't worry. I've never played Kenshi, no. What type of ruler is Tatiana? Well, let me answer that. So, Tatiana, Your Majesty, the history books do not look kindly upon usurpers, unless of course they prove themselves worthy of the throne they have stolen. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Let me just look at the options. I think I have an idea already, but... Yeah, I have an idea. I have a clear idea. Alpha Avil, welcome back and thank you for joining. Hello. So... Darth Von Doom sent me some lore from the Von Doom family, right? That I was rereading today. And Tatiana is from the Von Doom family, in case you're wondering. So, Darth Von Doom was saying in the lore that the Von Doom family basically had a very dark past of, dealing with demons and abominations and dark magic shit. But then they all blew up. And they are, at least officially, refusing all that. They're turning the page and trying to become something different, something better. And they produce weapons and armors in the East, very high quality weapons and armors that are distributed, I think, across the kingdom. Then they continuously experiment with they don't disdain experimenting with magic, occult arts, or whatever to try to get an edge in military technologies. And also they have this whole facade, they're embracing this whole facade of noblesse oblige that the counts have, right? Thinking about honor and about having to take care of people. Sorry. They actually blew up in a ritual. So... No, I have no idea what that means, Electric. Just asking for us to win Wagham powder. Major Doom of the Von Doom family. Vladimir Kasparov. The Countess Von Doom sends her regrets that she cannot be here. Affairs at Constav are currently rather hectic. Yeah, demon power. So yeah, those were the premise, right? So I think that Tatiana is going to be very focused on the economic side of things. trying to promote better practices in producing better arms and weapons and armors all across the kingdom. You know, trying to better arm the army so that it's stronger than ever. You know, so trying to raise the standard of military equipment in the whole kingdom, and trying to increase production so that it can be sold outside of the kingdom as well. On top of that, I think that she'll be very favorable to experimenting with things. Like, if we get the whole event about experimenting with people to forge a new steel, this is gonna be the monarch that we do that. You know what I'm talking about? You know, the dark steel or whatever it's called event that at some point requires people to experiment on. I never go for that because it feels too strong, too harsh. If we get that, Tatiana's gonna go for that. Yeah, fell steel, yeah. If we get that, absolutely. Like, Tatiana's gonna go for that. But also, if the peasants are in dire straits, I think Tatiana is going to lend money from the treasury. So, you know, it's kind of that balance of that. Yeah. Gooberfish, welcome back. How you doing? Now I'm very glad that I didn't get to write in Piper Lore. Really? So you can adjust? Is that why, or...? Alright, so... No matter how many pieces there are in, oh my god. So I think it's gonna be Architect of a New Golden Age, because it's basically increasing quality, you know, standard... quality of standard equipment, and increasing commerce with other nations. So, yeah, it's all economy. A lofty goal indeed. I suggest over the next few years, we focus on improving the kingdom's overall trade as much as possible. So that's the idea I have for Tatiana. And but then we also have to see how the, you know, what events come up. We already the trade powerhouse. Yeah, we just needed to support the North a little bit more, right? No more war with Ashmid. You never know. You never know. Robin of the Thrifty Tokens bloodline. Oh my god. Yeah. It looks like the Thrifty Tokens bloodline isn't happy about it, how it went. Yeah, the game just knows. This is great. Like, in case you're wondering, Thrifty Tokens was related to the previous monarch. So, yeah. Yeah, the barons are the ones who are sheltering Marty III. Specifically, Thrifty Tokens II is the one who is sheltering Marty III. So if Thrifty is here, who is this? Who is this Robin? Oh, actually, we should wait for all schemes. So, yeah, Grandmaster was also related, true. Robin of the Thrifty Tokens bloodline, charismatic marcher elder, stands before blazing earth, roaring with arms outstretched. When have the barons of the March backed down from a fight? Never! I know I'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful monarch, on the throne. Barons of the March, what do you want to do? What do you want to modernize the army further, trying to lower others' military? Do you want to go for propaganda, trying to lower the stability of the kingdom? Or do you want to go for gunpowder, trying to lower authority? Yeah, more family drama for you. Absolutely, you're related to both. Good lord! Efficiency or irony. Alright. A dramatic irony every day. Gunpowder it is, let's go. The Republic of Kurth has this substance called gunpowder. With enough of that, the barons could take over the kingdom. Of course, the sensible queen would never allow one region to hoard such a thing. To do so secretly, the barons must ensure their trading partners don't fear the queen's wrath. To advance their scheme, they must lower authority to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Yeah, propaganda is also good, yeah. Let me cook dinner. Of course, Thrifty, don't worry. Enjoy your dinner. Kaboom time. Small letter is carried by members of the choir. I trust that And now that Insterner is on the throne, you are willing to accept a certain beneficial deed that will greatly enhance the haste. Well, what are you talking about? It's an elder though, right? Like, it said it's an elder, so... Is it a sibling? Is it an uncle? Alright, take care, Mr. Dragon. Harald of the bipolar bear clan, sinister northern troublemaker, stands precariously in the longhouse crossbeams, pitting as they speak. Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not this impostor queen Tatiana. How do we make that happen? Chiefs of the North? There is no... Is there? Yeah, there is two. No. Prophecy... No horn blower. Prophecy is not the horn blower. No horn! Yeah, have a good night, Mystery. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna use subterfuge trying to lower stability, or trying to fight a doppelganger trying to lower your own defiance, or maybe are you gonna follow a prophecy trying to raise authority? Grandmaster hit the horn. Yeah, horn isn't working. Oh, that's cool, Hesperus. Wow. Yeah, Ephra also hit the horn, yeah. Okay, cool. It's prophecy. It's prophecy. The chiefs plan to realize an ancient northern prophecy. Before the new king rises, the kingdom will be ruled by a mad tyrant. To advance their scheme, they must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. What has faith done to them? Vanya of the Dawich Lurks Dynasty. Hi, Lurks. Powerful Eastern bird breeder. We all know what that means. Leans delicately on a podium, sighing. Most excellent. Tatiana now sits on the throne and the counts are in charge, as they should be. But the other regions will already be scheming to depose her. Do we stay loyal to the new queen, or cut our losses and put me on the throne instead? We are without tooth, let us summon the Lord Render. That sounds better, right? Oh no! Hawk hunting! Hello, you walk into a bird breeder? That's amazing. How you doing? Welcome and thank you for joining. You are a baron. How fitting for hawk hunting. Alright. Counts of the East, what do you want to do? Do you want to be loyalists and aid the queen that comes from the East? Do you want to go for sorcery and raise authority? Or do you want to go for intimidation and raise stability? Vote, vote, vote! Most excellent. We require a certain number of criminals to be transferred to the East to help with our fields, while we take some of our more capable loyal workers and enhance them with the help of our great god. I don't know. Yeah, I could send a few token people. Why not? Why not? Loyalist it is. It's very close, actually. Okay, 7 to 4. 7 to 4. Not as close now. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Good stuff. Yeah, no one wants best yet. That settles it then. Long live the queen. May she bring glory and honor to the East. But we can always change our minds. If Tatiana ever gets out of line, we can take up arms and get rid of her the old-fashioned way, even if it's not our usual fare. The Count's goal is to aid the queen by countering the other region's schemes as much as they can. But you can also always rebel. Alright, we have a distant cousin. A treacherous half-brother? And an ambitious vassal. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. This is interesting. This is interesting. So we have an ambitious vassal, but it's, you know, still loyal. But we have Harald, from the bipolar bear family, half brother. That's gonna make for an interesting lineage. And Robin, distant cousin. 350 tokens. What is the queen's relation to the Martys again? The current queen? No direct relation to the Martys, I think, right? Did she have any relation? I don't think she had. Right? I mean, no. Yeah. With the Martys. With the Robin, distant cousin, for sure. Alright, let's go. Huh. Let's go with the Royal Gamble. No, actually, let's go with swing votes here. Yeah. Don't do the poor Vaspir, Marley. If you're actually sad about Vaspir, you shouldn't have written all those characters. Wild beast attacks and an invitation. I mean, of course. Without a word, Count Alphaville hands you a blood red envelope. It is sealed with white wax in the shape of a skull. Inside is a beautifully written invitation to an event called the Crimson Vigil, due to take place on an autumn night later in the year. Yes, I shall attend this event, of course. Thank you. Vasper will never rest. Let's get an honor guard here. Alphaville, no, no. One day, you're walking through the palace gardens when you're confronted by an unusual sight. Big Cheese, hey, welcome! One of your palace watch is standing guard, but instead of a pike, he's holding a mop. See? Modernizing equipment. Better equipment. Transplanting internal. Better. Much better, thank you. This is unacceptable. Sorry, Your Majesty, last week a grubby little urchin kicked me in the shins and stole me proper pike. I grabbed the first replacement I could find. What if there was an assassin? I'd probably hide behind a decorative urn. I can only apologize, Your Majesty. The Palace Watch have been more incompetent than usual recently. It's obviously needed proper honor guard to protect you. But first, how can we improve the watch? Why, guard lost to an urchin? Yeah, that's not good. Fancy new equipment, I mean. It might be A, yeah. Marcher soldiers could be the political choice, though. Yeah, I think definitely Veto D, exactly. Like, I think that's the choice. I think it would be... I think that Queen Tatiana would probably go B. Because I don't think that... First, I think that... It's a good show, right? For the monarch saying, hey, Marchers, I know I just stole the throne from your monarch, but see, I still value you. And at the same time, I think she's more savvy than wanting to spend a fortune on fancy new equipment. Like, her house produces good equipment. They don't have to spend a fortune buying fancy equipment. So yeah, I think that she would go for B. We want the new fancy equipment. Yeah, I thought this was gonna be close. Vaspir wants discipline, I like that. I like that. 5 to 9, 69. Fancy equipment doesn't matter if the fools are still fools. Oh, 9 to... Oh, wow. 9 to 12. This is actually really close. Really, really close. 10 to 12. Let me count down from 5 here. This is incredibly close. 11 to... No, 10 to 13. Counting down from 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And 0. Wow, that was very close. 15 votes for B. Invite marcher soldiers to provide training. Political choice wins. The barons are honored that their martial prowess is acknowledged. A squad of screaming marcher sergeants soon whip your watch into shape. Though by all accounts, some of your watch's incompetence rubs back off on them. If one thing's clear from this mess, it's that you need an honor guard who can actually keep you safe, not like these kittens. Think carefully, Your Majesty, this guard's loyalties will be divided between you and their regions. The Queen knows better than anyone that our knights will keep her safe from danger and from improper grammar. Big cheese, hello. On the other hand, money for the East manufactories. On the other hand, the Fondooms are related to House Tide and have taken after the march in many regards. I committed to being a cranky old lady, and that's worth more than any victory. I agree. I am vengeance. I wait your verdict with bated breath, Your Majesty. Who's gonna be my honor guard target? Who do we take here? Might be the march here. Might be the march. I mean, the political choice would be the Northern Warriors, right? After they failed to train your honor guard? I mean, they haven't actually failed. The political choice would be the Northern Warriors, because we would have, you know, veterans training the watch, Northern Warriors being the honor guard, and the East being where she comes from, and maybe Consort. But I'm actually very, very indecisive between the Knights and the Veterans right now. I'm really unsure. I'm really unsure between Veterans and Knights. Foreign mercenaries? No, definitely not the mercenaries who can spend that money for our poor people. What would Tatiana do? She would probably go for Eastern Knights. Yeah, she would probably go for Eastern Knights. Yeah, it's gonna be Eastern Knights. That's the RP choice. Hello Phil, welcome and thank you for joining. I will make the arrangements at once. The Knights arrive a few weeks later. They are all extremely pale and extremely polite. The commander introduces herself with a flurried bow before reading out a poem she's written for the occasion. Fantastic. About that, Clofo, like, maybe... I want to say, like, I hope this doesn't sound rude, but I would say maybe consider not joining if you cannot play. Because, like, I'm sure that people who are actively playing in chat would love to show up in events, right? And maybe you join and you show up in an event and you're not here, you know? It's... I don't know. Maybe reconsider popping in, joining, and disappearing. Just saying. Just a thought I had. Maybe considering, yeah. Yeah, Ashmore trained knights have been chosen today, yes. Wild beast attacks, let's kill the knights. Your Highness, I bring ill tidings from the north. Katori Blueberry, what the fuck is going on? Well, life has gone berserk in rural areas. They are attacking villages and travelers all across the region. I don't know why you have an accent. Tell me more about these creatures. They are great hulking beasts. Clearly twisted by magic. Some say they walk and talk like people. The northern warriors are afraid. They say the creatures are a dark omen of a sign of the end. But that's not good. Yeah, in the year 999, that's not good. Please let us hunt them. Bloody hell, what's got into these chiefs that they can't handle a few wild animals? Grandmaster not pleased. The other regions have plenty of their own problems, Your Highness. No one wants to march up to the frozen north for something like this. Then what am I to do? Point of order, Your Highness. Though the church's presence in the north is minimal, we could provide shelter for those who need it. All will be welcome whether they are adherents to the true god or not. It's the least we can do. Magnus the 15th, welcome and thank you for joining. How are you doing? You are... I don't see you. You're a chief! Damn! That's a cool look. How are you? It's time from the 9th in the year 999. Oh shit, it might be. We have presents there, yeah. Let's go. Or if you can afford it, send a detachment of mercenaries who aren't afraid of a few wild bears. That should put an end to this crisis. Yeah, the chiefs are the only ones with faith. Glad to hear. Yeah, glad to hear you're doing good, Magnus. Happy to have you with us tonight. Damn, those are expensive mercenaries. Those are some expensive mercenaries. God damn it. I might say let's use the churches, yeah. Says Northern. Oh, that's cool, Marley. Yeah, those are expensive. Yeah, I think swing the votes here. I think the queen would go C here, but she's also fine with B. Definitely not A though. And everybody votes A, of course. God damn it. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. To be honest, Dragon Pit, this doesn't strike me as a very authoritative queen, ever. A is the Bearclaw way, prove yourself as warriors, chiefs of the north. I mean, if you want it, they don't need our help. True, true. It's a tie. 12 to 11, not a tie anymore. Oh my god, okay. 12 to 13? Oh yeah, there's also swing votes, so you can change your vote if you voted already. If you type a new vote, you're gonna be moved to a different vote, so keep that in mind. I'm gonna be counting down from 5 here. Alright? And let you swing your votes. It's 13 to 14 currently. If you want to vote for A, C, B, or whatever, you can do it. Counting down from 5. 4, it's 12 to 15 now, you can still change your vote. 3, 2, it's 13 to 15, 14 to 15, 1, and 0. 14 to 15, at the very end. Instruct the Northerners to seek refuge in the Ninth God's churches. C1. That was very close. The Archbishop instructs all churches across the north to open their doors to refugees fleeing the attacks. They are more than glad for the assistance. Wow. Over time, the beasts withdraw. The Northerners are grateful for the church's help, with many finding a new place in their hearts for the Ninth God and his disciples. The resurgence of the faith in the north is, like, my favorite subplot so far. One of my favorite subplots. Wow. Auction time, everybody! Let's get this started now. Exclamation mark fund followed by the letter of the billing you want to fund followed by the amount of money you want to spend. Your options are raising, military, for the barons with A, lowering authority with B, raising authority with C, lowering faith for the chiefs with D, raising stability with E, lowering trade for the counts with F. Also, I'd like you to note that the barons currently have 999 stats. 999! In the year 999, do you really want to raise military? No, you definitely don't. Definitely don't. Let me tell you, there's 20 seconds left. I cannot write anymore. There's 10 seconds left now. Screen cap that, right? 5 seconds left. Vote, 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 vote. Fun, 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 fun. Spend your money. Oh my god. D popped up for a second there. I don't know what won. A fortress won. Grandmaster coming in at the very last second, building a fortress to buff military. And Pinky Monier and others raising authority. Holy crap. That's a good snipe. That's a really good snipe. Wow. Good job. What do we have here? New gods? What? Well, we'll see. I don't remember this one, yeah. So, do we have an 11th now? Let's go with the spouse first. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference, men, women, or do you not mind? I'd like women, please. Thank you. It's an easy enough decision. You'll marry into the counts as we agreed before you took the throne, right? Right? Electory? What good is an army if you can't overthrow the monarch with it? Oh, shit. That's a good point, though. Well, let's take, what the fuck? I like the queen now. Let's go. New gods. Magnus. Now you look like a badass Magnus. I love the combination of like... So I love the different shades of blue, the tattoo beard in here. And I love the combination of silver wolf head and like mammoth horns or whatever. That's really cool. Your Greatness, I've come to thank you and the Ninth Church for your kindness during the so-called season of claws. Never thought I'd say it, but I'm glad for their help. The creature's attacks have eased. I can only imagine why, but I thank the gods for it. Both the old and the new. May they never return. Once the chief has bowed his head to leave, your archbishop is quick to lean over to you. Your Majesty, we are presented with a golden opportunity to expand the church's influence. We should capitalize on this goodwill immediately. We could. Holy shit. Build a towering statue of a northern religious icon? Dude, no. No, we're not gonna do that. Let's make the north a religious site. That's pretty cool, right? That's a pretty cool idea. Wait, what happened? My friend is in the shadows. There are things I've heard about the Queen and who's pulling the strings about something that's coming. I don't know what, but Linda trusted you. They told me before they were arrested to seek you. And one other. Yeah, it's very expensive. That's very expensive. I mean, that's too expensive. We want to spend that on weapons, not on statues. So let's go. It's one of the two. The queen is actually interested in knowing what the council wants. They just built the cathedral, so maybe they want to hang out with whoever this night god is. Is this really... Okay, 13 to 12? No way it's this close. 13 to 14! I'm actually interested in the opinion of my subjects, yes. 15 to 14? No freaking way. Yeah, we don't care about strategizing. 15 to 14. This is incredibly close. Okay. 15 to 15! No way. It's a tie. It's not a tie anymore. 15 to 16. Alright. I'm gonna count down from 5 here. If you have not voted, this is the freaking moment. 15 to 17, 15 to 18. Oh, we might have something here. Let me count down from 5. 4, 3, 16 to 18. You're still in time to vote. 2, 1, and 0. 16 to 18. Leave the Northerners to their pagan ways. The chiefs don't want missionaries. The council decides against kicking the hornet's nest, or the sleeping bear as the case may be. Your reason the ninth god will judge them accordingly thereafter anyways. Okay, cool. The Crimson Vigil takes place in a bleak castle at Ebenezer Hill. Your journey takes weeks and your baggage train keeps getting stuck in bogs. Guests at the Crimson Vigil compete on who can dress in the most ghoulish and frightening costume. What did you dress as? Keep these soft-handed priests and missionaries out of our lives. I mean... Oh, no. Tatiana knows better than to go to the basement. And also Tatiana is going to embrace the irony of dressing as a demon. Given the fact that, you know, her family used to deal with demons all the time. As you assassin your appearance, Count Alphaville sweeps in dressed as a living corpse. Welcome, welcome! I see you are dressed as one of the servants of the seventh god. How delightfully blasphemous. Of course, as an Easterner yourself, you already know that the dungeons are out of bounds. And yeah, she does. In the ballroom, you find the counts gathered, all dressed up as frightful monsters. Wolfmen, pumpkinheads, witches. A waiter glides past, holding a tray of canapes. The pianist plays a mournful tune. It's canon. The Crimson Vigil begins at midnight. What role will you take? A mourner, or are you willing to portray a hound of the betrayer? Wow, I don't get the chance of asking to be something more prestigious. Huh. Wow. Huh. Interesting. Right? Okay. Actually, because she knows the score. Yeah. Makes sense. I'll play one of the Hounds of the Betrayer. The counts gather. After Count Alphaville delivers a short speech about remembering the old ways, a flaming crown is placed upon his head. I guess as Count Clement, you know you shouldn't steal the role. Yeah, it makes sense. You know how to play the part. I'll be playing the Queen in Exile this evening. The Hounds of the Betrayer will try to catch me, but fear not, I am swift as a falling star and old as the hills. I love this sentence, by the way. I love it every time I read it. Chase after the Queen in Exile. Alphaville runs down the corridor, flames licking behind him, and you give chase. A dozen other Hounds of the Betrayer run alongside you, howling and yelping enthusiastically. Somehow, despite the silly costume and massive flaming hat, Alphaville is quick on his feet. Catching him won't be easy. And I think this is not the first Crimson Vigil that Tatiana attended. Yeah, chase after him, of course. Yeah, it's very traditional. Yeah, it's definitely, you know, a rote sentence. It's a ritual sentence, yeah. I think it's at Alphaville's place. Yeah, taking turns, I think is how it is. Yeah, coin flip, chase. Oh wow! Despite your stupid cloven shoes slowing you down, you grab hold of Alphaville and drag him back to the circle of mourners. The ceremony concludes with a mock execution and a bottle of very expensive red wine spilled over Alphaville's head. The Queen in Exile's capture is a bad omen, of course, but as a hound you were duty-bound to try your best. After that, the music is more cheerful. The counts dance and chant long into the night. At dawn, you board your carriage and begin the long journey back to the capital. I didn't know it was bad omen. I don't think I ever caught the Queen in Exile. Wow. Okay. Amidst dark and foreboding forests, a small squat castle stands watch over the border, marcher border. There at the end of the kingdom, a plot is hatching. This has been a colossal failure. The ports are guarded day and night, and the merchants of Kurth refuse to trade behind the Queen's back. Because the Queen cares about trade. Dan Kurth monopoly. We need a reliable supply of gunpowder for our plan to work. Miss Medici, why are you always... You heretic, why are you always scheming? The problem is that the merchants won't trade with us while the Queen is all-seeing. The barons aim to lower authority to 4 or less. Don't count out the barons. Yeah, exactly. See the first reign. Yeah, the first reign, they couldn't pass the first stage of their scheme for the longest time, and then they passed it and they won. King Israel, hello and welcome. How you doing? Is there a werewolf? Well, Katarina is not dressed up, but wears an impressive wolf pelt. Oh, kind of dressed up, right? Yeah, why is it always you, Miss Miniature? You should tell us. Just want a big boom boom gun. Use it in your own home, not with me. Far to the north, where snows blanket the landscape and wolves howl in the night, the chiefs uncover an ancient prophecy foretelling the rise of a tyrant queen and the warrior who will overthrow her. A congregation of god speakers huddle around the tablets, detailing the supposedly ancient story, whispering excitedly. Praise Morgana, the tablets are genuine. That the gods are good and we are blessed. Harald will be our king. All hail the Lord Render. Sound like kidding. Damn. Cheers circle the clan hall, and Magvale is steeped over Harald's head. The people of the north are rising. Grahala's warriors have already pledged themselves to us. The influence of the old gods is spreading. We must ensure we keep the old ways of the north alive, and surely Morgana will bless us with the power to crown Harald. For the next stage of the chief's scream, they must lower their faith to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Oh, that's actually close now. It's actually close. I woke up from a 15-year nap. Grahala is? I have no idea. I guess it's a clan? I think we just do a common tax here. Yeah, I think we just do a common tax. Stop the presses! Oh, I love this. Well, Astronautica, welcome! How you doing? Yeah, don't worry. Thank you for joining us. This is like our third turn. Ulthrandra. Oh, Grahala is one of the northern gods, the forged maiden, the iron exile, the smith queen. Thank you, bitches. Well, let's go with Ulthrandra first. Waper! Hey, I hadn't seen you! Your Majesty, the creatures that have been ravaging our countryside, they are Ulthrandra. Ulthrandra? Ulthrandra, greatness, people of the north turned into horrible creatures through ancient ritual. We're beasts. We should act swiftly then. Yeah, I don't think that she downplays this at all. I think she believes it fully. How you doing, Astronautica? Lore is done. Probably is. I have no screenshot of my noble for my crest shield. Oh shit. You mean you don't know what your noble is? Hesperus? Like, here you are. You can screenshot this and then remake it so you can screenshot the full thing if you want to. Vampire Werebeast. Oh no. At least Waper isn't scheming this dynasty. Not yet. I'm good, just finished shopping and had lunch. That's amazing. Glad to hear you're doing good, and happy to have you with us so you can relax a little bit after dealing with all that stuff. You're in the world anvil already? Oh, never mind then. Wait, what was Handle Gamer saying? I think World Beast event happens in all 3 regions, so yeah, they would all take this seriously. Yeah, but some monarchs would, you know, maybe don't take it as seriously. The fact that this person looks like the cutest baron you can imagine. The fact that the Von Doom's family was, you know, dealing with demons and shit like that means that they take Werebeasts really seriously. Wait, Your Majesty, there's something else you should know. The Ulthrander, they're fanatics. They attack us because they believe we have turned against our old gods. They wish to see the influence of your 9th god completely eradicated in the north. The Archbishop is incensed, but you calm him with a wave of your hand. A vote must be called. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, they're not wrong. Queen Tatiana, the accidental monarch. Why? I can lead the hunters in. I know the north. Yeah, A sounds a bit too strong, to be honest. I was going to go for swing votes, but reading these, I think A is definitely, like, as much as I love it for the scheme, it's a bit too strong. Yeah, no, we're gonna veto A. We're gonna veto A and let you choose between the other two. Accidental tyrant. Okay. Yeah, Queen Tatiana actually wants to rule. Listening to what people prefer. Bring us before the monarchy for diplomacy. Wait, are you one of the Ulthrander? 14 to 14. I cannot believe votes are being so close tonight. This is insane. 15 to 15, 15 to 16. This makes no 16 to 16 again, 16 to 17. What? Wow. Wow. Alright, it's currently 16 to 17. I'm gonna be counting down from 5. If you have not voted, you can make this a tie, you can turn it around, you can confirm it. These are all ridiculously close, I agree. Alright, I'm gonna be counting down from 5 here. So it is your time to vote. 5, 4, 3, 2, it's still 16 to 17, 1, and 0. It's 16 to 17. It is super exciting. Invite the Beast Folk to the capital for an audience. 1 vote. 1 vote. Although some are aghast at the idea, it's the only way to resolve the situation once and for all. An old Eastern proverb, wars are ended quicker with paper than with iron. This is so perfect for the Bearclaw Dynasty. An old Eastern proverb, right? Like the Easterners have had to drop this, probably, at some point. My new Beastful friends? Yeah, we'll see if they're gonna be friends. What kind of ruler talks things out? True, true. I didn't want to. I didn't want to. You made me do it. That's really interesting. Stop the presses. So I think it's a different quote, yeah. I think that also Tatiana is not afraid of facing a werewolf or whatever. My liege, some anonymous firebrand in the marsh is spreading most inflammatory pamphlets. They're casting aspersions against you. Too shy the second? Yeah, tell me. It's that damn printing press. Yeah, my liege, but something different this time. They're not just calling you a bad queen, they're criticizing the very concept of monarchy. This is republicanism, not in Kurth, but in our very own kingdom. What should we do? Well, I'm sure the honest Swede is not gonna be happy with this. Yeah, of all people. Track down the printers responsible. Anyone carrying such a pamphlet shall be killed on the spot. Forbid the use of printing presses altogether. Allow the pamphlets to circulate. I think the monarch's gonna say, track down the printers responsible. We take the gamble here. Well, now I'm curious and interrupting my exercise for this. Imagine if Honest Swede is the actual cause of this. I mean, no, Honest Swede is against rebellions, so no. Like, they're against republicanism. Because, like, they were first to leave Kurth due to the revolution. So, yeah, they would definitely not be behind this. With 40% you like to gamble? Yeah, definitely. I think track down the printers responsible. Let's go. Let's go. As Cassio's technophobe with all his weapons, it definitely see. Makes sense. I think we take the gamble here. And see what happens. I have a good feeling about this. I have a good feeling. Yeah, find the source and nip it in the bud. Pragmatic, I agree. Exactly. Forget about that. Yeah, don't worry, don't worry. Told you I caught up with things. I want that Republic. Looks like you're not gonna have it. Alright, 20 to 5. And it looks like it's one-sided. Let's go. 40% chance one time. I will find these troublemakers, Your Majesty. Rest assured. Levinson, welcome back and thank you for joining. The Spy Master is as good as her word. It turns out that the printer responsible is a rogue professor kicked out of Quill University for anti-monarchist thought. He smuggled the printing press out of the university. To make matters worse, I think it was funded by the Republic of Kurth. Oh, well, now we have a, you know, now we have a reason to fuck up this guy. The troublesome professor is put to death, exactly, and the printing press thrown into the river. For now, you sleep easy. Though scholars can be killed, ideas can't. For the first time, people across the kingdom seriously contemplate the idea of a republic. But for now, it remains a fringe faction of rebel rousers and radicals. Fantastic. Must have been a scholar from the library that got shut down. Oh, that makes sense! Yes! Absolutely. Yeah, that is the casus belli. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it must have been a scholar from the library that got shut down. Absolutely. Yeah, that. Honestly, there's another reason to stamp out this idea of republicanism. What's that? Counter-espionage time? Might be. Alright, we don't get an opportunity to declare war yet. We'll see. But those weaklings that are trying to indoctrinate our people, we should show them why the strongest rules. We might get to that point, yeah. Let's see the eligible options here. I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. Yes, I know. Let's see the eligible bachelorettes. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Mag. Firstborn daughter of the Northern Pasby clan. Looks like she's drunk. She's your typical Northern lass, big, brawny, and honest, in the same way an axe to the face is honest. Spends most of her time ranging the mountaintops hunting wolves and wyverns and other strange northern beasts. They say she's popular with the common folk up north, too. I can see the appeal, I suppose. Everyone's daughter! Yeah, Pastig is always here. Pastig is always here. This is Nymphadora, that's a great name. The eldest daughter of the Eastern Gooberfish Dynasty. Forgive this nudity expression, I'm sure that's caused by an errant brushstroke. It takes a bit. She has a laboratory installed in her castle and spends most of her time there conducting bizarre experiments. Half the East are in love with her apparently, and the other half hate her. She's an intriguing candidate. I like the laboratory. Her godfather, oh. And finally, we have the Marsh's offering, Yvette, scion of the prestigious Still 40k bloodline, a timid woman, not the kind that does well in the marsh, bless her. Perhaps the palace will suit her better. Like most of the barons, her great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from her crossbow. She's also said to be obsessed with carving a place for herself in history. Yeah, you gotta add another now. Sounds like a laugh. The Demon Father. 2 hunters and an experimenter, yeah. So... Yvette could handle the werebear. Mag could too, right? I think Yvette is the one that convinces me the least. And let me see. Timid, hunting... Obsessed with carving a place for herself in history. Nymphadora says snooty expression, laboratory, bizarre experiments, and some people hate her. And Mag says honest, brawny, mountaintops hunting wolves and wyverns, popular with the common folk up north. Phew, this is tough. Because, like, the political choice is, of course, marrying into the barons, but I don't think that Tatiana wants to do that. Blunt hunting common folk, that's actually really good. Yeah, because she's blunt, and blunt is very highly valued in this. Everyone loves her, honest hunter. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, Nymphadora. The fact that some people don't like Nymphadora? Not good. She is a researcher, but, you know... Yvette does seem like a sweetheart, but I don't think we're gonna go for her. I'm strongly leaning towards Mag at this point. How can you go wrong with a name like Nymphadora? I know, but... Besides, the common folk need a reason to like you more and they love Mag. That's also true. I think it might be Mag. And it's also to kind of ensure the support of the North as well, you know? So... I think it's gonna be Mag. Yeah, and also the Queen doesn't want to be associated exclusively with the East, right? Like, she doesn't want to give the impression, like the Barons were doing, of, you know, having a Baron lineage. She wants to try to be inclusive of the other regions, so... Yeah, let's go with Mag. Excellent, I'll make the arrangements. Okay. Mag it is. Deep in the back rooms of the royal palace, the Eastern Counts are poring over secret letters and scribbled diagrams. On the wall is a corkboard filled with pins and crisscrossed color strings. The Queen has finally found a match, even if he isn't the one had hoped for. Now she just needs to get on with the wedding. Indeed, and then get to producing an heir. The chiefs have been popping up the Queen's authority a lot recently. Then we've got to keep up our efforts with Tatiana. Isn't going anywhere on our watch. Gotta help me. Once again, I scheme. Yeah, I mean, you scheme in my favor though, right? Alright. I think it's going to be called for unity. Yeah. Yeah. Swing vote, call for unity. You know, this queen is trying to get a united council. Which lineage was she from? I don't remember. Terra Team, welcome back and thank you for joining. How you doing? Do I remember where you're from? No, I don't. You are Baron. There you are. Yeah, kind of a democratic monarch, like, you know. I know. I don't know if I would use that word, but... Vanity Project. The Royal Wedding, the Summit. Let's start with the Royal Wedding first. What's the Summit? Oh, that Summit. Shit. Your wedding to Maggie is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Maggie at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? Yes. Then I pronounce you queen and wife. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Mag, delivers a short but heartfelt toast expressing a wish to get to know you better. By the time you find yourself alone with Mag, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. I miss the north. It's too warm down here, and people twist their words. They don't mean what they say. What do you mean? Everyone down here speaks in circles, insulting each other without really insulting each other. I don't know how you stand it. It's tough, but I have to do my duty. By the old gods, I feel for you. I couldn't do it. After finishing the last of the wine, you head to your separate bedchambers. It seems your wife is happy to take her time getting to know you. Yeah, the treasure is not that full, I agree. Well, thank you, Thrifty. I appreciate that. I prefer Stab 10 than Authority 10. Same. Absolutely. But yeah, Buddy will do. I would definitely go, like, I would have preferred Stability. I'm assuming Authority, for some reason we have a high Authority. Yeah, Accidental Tyrant. Not really. Like, I think that she's just trying to exert strong control over the economic side of the kingdom. Right? And that's it. Like, she is improving infrastructure and whatchamacallit, like oh god, personnel. How is it called? Like when you hire people to the administrative part of the kingdom, right? Like she's restructuring that in order to centralize it. She wants a more efficient kingdom for sure. Count every coin, yeah. Who would win? Marty, who aimed to be a tyrant and rule through intimidation, or Tatiana, who just wants to trade for God's sake? Yeah, the Barons won at the very last second. I mean, after being behind for the whole game. So yeah, never count anybody out. Again, like there's this thing where stability and authority tend to go up for the first part of the game and then tend to go down in the latter part of the game, because you get events that prop them up. So it's at 10 now. I wouldn't be surprised if it's at 6 in like a few seasons. I can be your cupbearer. Why not? Yeah, she hasn't really gotten too many trading events, agree. So, Vanity Project, I think we're just gonna say no to the Vanity Project, to be honest. Right? The chief architect bustles into your office carrying an armful of parchment. The statues can be torn down, paintings can be burned, but don't you think it's time you left a lasting mark on this kingdom? I propose we carve your majesty's visage into the side of a mountain. It will take dozens of artisans, thousands of hours, but will ensure you're always remembered. We'll leave on vanity. But we have responsibilities towards the kingdom, right? Noblesse oblige. We need this money in case our subjects need it. I propose we carry your majesty's visit into the side of a mountain. It will take thousands of hours, but we'll sure always remember it. Absolutely ridiculous. Call yourself an architect? Well, I went to university and everything. You call a vote to discuss this outrageous plan. A mountainside carved in your likeness will surely get people talking, but it'll take time and a lot of gold. Nah, this is bullshit. This is absolute bullshit. This is absolute bullshit. I don't want to go to war with Kurth. I want to improve our economy. I don't want to put it under stress. Veto C? Why would I veto C? I don't want to spend money. Yeah, this is absolute bullshit, exactly. Oh, Call for Unity doesn't go on a specific choice, it's just there. I think the Queen is strongly suggesting we just drop this bullshit idea and go for D. Like she's even considering saying, okay, if we drop this idea, part of the money is gonna go in bribes. Like I really don't want to have to deal with this shit. How is that spending it wisely? I mean, not necessarily bribes, but like, I'm thinking it more as, I'm gonna give this money to you to improve things in your own region, right? So yeah, technically not bribes. Yeah, regional investments, exactly. So we're gonna veto this shit here, because it's the one that is the most ludicrous, because it has just so much spending. And the Queen is gonna strongly encourage D. I'm happy finding it. Like you paying for it, you mean? Okay, thank God. Thank God. Where are the people voting for these? Thrifty Tokens, Dragon Pit, Northwind, Gooberfish. Oh wait, let me see who's voting for this. Gooberfish, Manager Maid, Big Cheese, Handle Gamer, Shiny Quarks, Darth Von Doom. I recognize the crest. Then we have Hawk Hunting, Hesperas, Steel 40k, Marley, Northwind, Dragon Pit and Thrifty Tokens, and a bunch of Chiefs. Person 69, Silent Light Kitten, Katori Blueberry, Pinky Monier, Golangagamba, Waper, Living Sun, Oceanus Ver, Magnus, Guntergnusk, Kiwi Burp. That's great. That's great. King Israel, what you look like? Bold. That's great. The Queen really thanks the Council for their wise decision here. Thank you. This is very appreciated. We're making the kingdom a better place. Leave our mountains alone. Good point. When the results of the vote are announced, the chief architect sighs in disappointment. Oh well, I suppose I'll have to focus my work elsewhere. Yeah, get the fuck out, man. He decides to train up enterprising architects and builders across the kingdom, sharing his knowledge. Many of the nobles make use of this new expertise to renovate their estates. That's perfect! That's freaking perfect. That's freaking perfect. Now let's kill some Othrand. Thank you, your council. Thank you. Your Majesty, the beasts have arrived. Do not worry, the Palace Watch will keep you safe if they try anything. The Palace Watch. This one is their leader. Person 69? You're a monster. Damn, I love this portrait. Would date. 100%. Damn, person. Tatiana. That's your majesty to you. Whatever pleases you, your majesty. A certain authority here. I like this. So, you know, just acting strong. Acting strong. That's your majesty. Gotta take some notes on these. You mean these in particular? I thought you'd be more feral. Snorts and shrugs. Appearances can be deceiving, Tatiana. I said your majesty, you asshole. I'm gonna get your head for that. Gotta go, my barons is now asleep on the voting benches. Too shy. Thank you so much for taking care. You're going to the wrestling match, right? If it was you, enjoy the freaking wrestling match. If you can, share some pictures. Let's just get this over with. As it pleases you. The Church of the Ninth God must withdraw from the north immediately and never return. This is our demand. The chiefs have lost their way. We will show them, by the power of Valtor and the wisdom of Morgana, what it means to be a northerner. Absolutely preposterous. Surely you cannot even consider this, your majesty. This monster should be shown the sword. I gotta get your head for that, so I see the turn is stop being accidental. I'm just saying. Okay, it's a council vote. Order the church to withdraw. Even better, the pyre. To withdraw completely from the north. Refuse to accept the heathen's demands. Kill the beastfolk leaders where they stand. They're still... This is a tough choice. This is a really tough choice. What are you saying? What are you all saying? Get the church out of here. Inquisitor boo. Wait, so the beasts attack the north and the mere existence of 2 out of 10 faith. Yep. Good thing you take the hit of stability. Yeah, but I just, you know, I try to think of role playing more than strategizing. Really, I'm fine with the game lasting an hour, if it makes if any other option doesn't make sense. Yeah, these options are hard. I agree. Kiwi knows exactly where she'll be voting. Yep. So let me see here. Let me see the options. So order the church to withdraw completely from the north. That's weak. I don't think we want to do that. Refuse to accept the heathen's demands. Okay. Kill the beastfolk leaders where they stand. That's kind of unreasonable. That's kind of unreasonable. I think we might want to go B. Honestly, I think it's got to be B or C. The queen would probably go B. I'm gonna call for unity, and I think that the queen would probably go B. The queen would call for B. That's my idea. That's my idea. Yeah, Tatiana would go B, I think. Yeah. Not weak, not cruel. Agree. My queen, I beg you, the church must be kept in check, lest we suffer civil strife and division. We must respect their pagan faiths. Yeah, but... oh wow. The chiefs are winning. No way. That's it. That makes us appear very weak. That's not good. Yeah, as if the queen should bow to these fools, right? Wow, the other regions aren't voting compactly, and so the chiefs are voting because they voted in a bunch. And so we have some. Oh god, I want to know this word in English. Wait, francotiradore. How's that in English? Francotiradore. Turncoat? Really? Oh, okay. But turncoat is a generic term. Like in Italian, we have a specific word to indicate people who vote against their own political party, for instance, right? Like at the parliament and in politics. So I was wondering, like turncoat is what comes up, but that feels a bit generic, right? All right, let's go. Traders, yeah, not really. Like it's a very specific thing. It's 19 to 11. I think it's decided, but I'm gonna be counting down from 5 nonetheless, because that's what I do. Counting down from 5, 4, last chance to vote, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Let's go. Order the church to withdraw completely from the north. The Archbishop is incensed, as are the other regents. Of course, the idea that the Queen would roll over so easily for religious zealots has them questioning your authority. Rightly so, this is bullshit. The Ulthrander from their part agree to return to their homes and stop fighting. In the coming season they begin rebuilding the north, though not without wariness from their fellow villagers. Yeah, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. The Archbishop's Fury. Yeah, we got zero faith everywhere. Donio, welcome back and thank you for joining. How are you doing? I think this is perfect. Let's go. Yeah, Dynasty event, the Archbishop's Fury. What's this about? You're enjoying a peaceful breakfast when the Archbishop barges into your dining hall waving a scrap of paper. Your Majesty, this is an outrage! This was nailed to the door of the cathedral this morning by some two-bit priest called Smote Lemongrave. What is it? It's an essay decrying the church, making all sorts of fantastical accusations. What exactly are his issues? Yet Protestantism. Claims that we're corrupt, just because we're selling premium tickets to a Kashi afterlife at 100 gold a pop. Okay. And he wants the church to officially change the fourth sentence of page 118 of the Holy Book so that it forbids selfishness instead of elfishness. He claims it's a typo, just because elves aren't real. So now, like, this makes it clear, the elfishness thing. Now we know why they're heretical. He even criticizes my hat. It says it's a bit much. How dare he? Oh, that's too much. Smells like heresy to me, Your Majesty. I can have a pyre built in the city square before noon. You know? Polish Minister of Education, apparently. Oh no. Well. Well. Yeah, no good options. You got a point. Well, I think the Queen is it kind of has the intention to Schism. Why are you spoiling events? I think the Queen wants to assert authority again. So she would go for Call for Unity. Trying to encourage A. Trying to encourage A. But it's up to you. It's up to you. The church could use a little reform, maybe just a little bit. I mean, given how it's going recently, why not? Makes sense. I mean, MrKaji is saying that, but you know, the Queen? The church should address these concerns, of course. Of course. Of course you'd do that. Yeah. Looks like we've got a majority here. Yeah. Let me count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Yeah, let's go. Oh yeah, we got unity. Yeah, we got unity. Good. You think this will has credibility? I never heard such blasphemy. The Archbishop storms out of the council hall, but only a few days later he reluctantly agrees to a meeting with Lemongrave. It doesn't stop him from retaliating, however. In sermons across the kingdom, his loyal priests call you a faithless devil and a craven leverhound. What does that word even mean? No idea. Hi, Knife Master. I'm sure chat will catch you up while we take a look at a clairvoyant visit. Is it you? No, it's Melting Penguins II. Your Grace, Count King Israel has been having prophetic dreams. It is true, I can part the veil betwixt now and some ways off. And I do that by looking in a mirror. And I can see the future in the reflection of my bald head. I try to do that myself, you know, so I know that's how it works. It's a bold move. 49 Stories, welcome back. Hey, how you doing? You are... Can't see you. I cannot see you right now. Here, you're a chief. Damn, those are cool eyes. How you doing? Basically, Crucible. Precisely. Thank you, Express. Oh, so Leverhound doesn't even exist. Okay. Glad to hear you're doing okay. As I was saying earlier, I had kind of a crappy day, to be quite honest. But streaming and talking with y'all is something that always makes me smile, so now I'm doing great. Happy to have you back. Infinite reflections between the mirror and the head. Yep. Yeah. So, yeah, that's good. That's good. I agree. I'm always happy to stream. Local Eccentric, welcome back as well. And thank you for joining. How you doing? You are... Let me look for you. You are a Baron. What's up? Maybe you wet dog. Also, kind of wanted to know what it was again. If I make my first noble lore. Oh, that's right. Awesome. So yeah, you're a chief. You're a chief. Give me a prophecy then. I look to the future and it speaks through me, no more nor less. For example, I dreamt of Baron Mystery Dragon being beheaded. And a plague of bees will bring doom upon Baron the Honest Sweet II's household. Okay. What? Great God, I can't live without honey on my toast. Please, Your Grace, have him foretell the future for the council. We could gain insight into great mysteries. I did nothing. Not the bees. Not the bees. I mean, just this once. Just this once. Just this once. We're not gonna make these an advisor, come on. I think just this once. And I'm gonna leave you with swing votes on this one. Yeah, it's kind of a stupid idea, but you know, it's like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna give you a, you know, a little bit of satisfaction. I'm gonna allow you to do provisions. Provisions, that's not even a word. Foretellings, but you know, just this one time, and then just go home. But this is close. 10 to 10, 11 to 10. We're having a lot of close votes tonight. Wow. 13 to 9. Some people are switching around. 14 to 10, 14 to 11, 15 to 11. All right, I'm gonna count down from 5. Remember, the swing vote is active. 4, 3, so you can change your vote. 2, 1, and 0. It's 20 to 10 in the end. Just this once. Begin the visions. Count King Israel spreads a dark velvet cloth onto the floor, sits cross-legged, and closes his eyes. After a moment's silence, he gasps. How delightful, your majesty, something wonderful beyond the veil. Let me gather myself so I may understand what lies ahead. Fortune and prosperity, your grace, I say, gold rising like a tide. Treat good fortune with wisdom, your highness, for luck can disappear like ashes in a storm. Beaming, Countess Melting Penguins whisks him out. You think you spot a couple of coins changing hands, but you can't be sure. Holy shit, that's good. Sure enough, the Chancellor soon reports a new tax treaty with Ashmead that puts the kingdom at a great advantage. King Israel must have known what he was talking about. Holy crap, good job, King Israel. Stunks incoming, yeah. Good freaking job. Tatiana, dearest, I have something for you. It worked, yeah. It's something I brought back from my latest hunt, a trophy. Max takes you by the hand and leads you into the Great Hall, where a white sheet hangs from some statue that wasn't there before. When she pulls the sheet free and it falls to the floor, the taxidermied figure of a great brown bear is revealed, snarling in anger, as if ready to attack. Yeah. Perfect for instilling some fear into the nobles. I mean, some respect is what she would say. Yeah. This is what she would say, definitely. Some respect. I mean, it's a gift from our wife. The bear makes a fine addition to the council's chambers. Your noble give it nervous glances every time they enter the room. Fantastic. And end the season. Auction time, everybody. Auction time. It's time to spend that sweet, sweet money you have. Let's go. Exclamation mark fund followed by the letter of the building with fund followed by the amount of money you want to spend. Your options are raising farming for the barons so they get 10-10-10 with A, lowering authority with B, raising military for the chiefs with C, raising stability with D, raising faith for the counts with E, and raising authority with F. What do you want to do? I'm gonna let you know when there's 20 seconds left. Right now, folks are lowering authority and raising stability. 20 seconds left now. Counts, pay attention to authority being dropped. Are you funding things? Or are we getting a disconnect here? I don't know. 5 seconds? No, you're funding. Okay. Come on, fund. Dang. That was a bunch of money going around. Bipolar Bear and Anthony the Eternal. Building a fortress respectively and a theater. So lower authority and more military for the chiefs. No library, Astronovska. No library. The Archbishop's meeting. Oh no. Oh no. But your heir. Marriage to Mac has grown strong and steady like an old castle wall. Blah blah blah. I'm just gonna skip these. We need an heir. And we're gonna have a child together. Yes. Pagan prophecies and the archbishops. Let's do this. Hell yeah, Northwind. Was the water around the country more purple than anywhere else? I haven't seen it. What do the people have against books and shopping? At least I can weed out some observatories. Against his wishes, the Archbishop has agreed to meet with Smote Lemongrave, the controversial priest who has been criticizing the church, and hammer out a compromise. Wait, are we gonna see Smote? Oh my god, this is Smote Lemongrave. So glad you could make it. Spare me your sarcasm. I don't know why this is Kermit. Spare me your sarcasm, old fellow. I cannot do this. Spare me your sarcasm, old fellow. I am here to save your church from rot and corruption. Why would the Ninth forbid elfishness? Elves aren't even real. I don't think I've ever seen this. Of course elves aren't real. The Ninth God forbade them. That's perfect. That's so perfect. Do you wear this stupid hat to hide your empty skull? How dare you insult my hat? I will have no more of this. Be gone. Needless to say, the meeting doesn't go well. If you expect me to compromise with that jackanope, the council better make it worth my while. Okay, what do you mean? Oh my god, what are these choices? Offer the church a significant donation. Grant the church acres of land in the march. Give the church more power in the north. I like that. Let the deal fall apart. I like this. If you give a single acre of land in the march to the church, I'll personally remove it. His full name is May I be smote by the Ninth if I ever prove unworthy Lemongrave, based off of Nicholas, if Jesus Christ has not died for thee, thou hast been damned barebone. Wait, what? Is that a thing? Yeah, that's a good point. Barons aren't happy. I honestly think that this is our opportunity to do the thing in the north. I think that's what the Queen would do. Yeah. I think it's C. I think it's C. Was a real guy, by the way, helped make paper money and thing. And build 2 London neighborhoods daily. Oh my god. It's fantastic. Yeah, I think it's C. Let's go C. Like, it's our vengeance for our concession earlier. Remember, hearts are heresy, and no tea on Wednesday. Absolutely. Only coffee. Still voting me because of someone? Yeah, nah, just do your thing, do your thing. This close as always. We need votes on C though. We need votes on C. 11 to 13, 12 to 13. This is so freaking close. 14 to 15. No freaking way. Alright, I'm gonna count down from 5 here. 15 to 15, it's a tie. So your vote matters. If you want to vote, do it now. I'll count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Hawk Hunting and Vaspier coming in at the last few moments to vote for C. Give the church more power in the north. North. Is this gonna be like 6 defiance? The Northern Church has been weakened for far too long. If you grant us power there again, then I'll see what this fool has to say. 2, that's fine. Much to the chief's fury, missionaries and priests are granted immunity to the law and the march. It gives the church free reign. And so after weeks in discussion, the summit between Lemongrave and the Archbishop draws to a close. So, no more tickets to the afterlife. We'll change the wording of the holy text to forbid both selfishness and elfishness. But can I at least keep my hat? Fine, you can keep the hat, I guess. Smote Lemongrave withdraws his criticism of the church. His followers, who had been growing increasingly rowdy, simmer down. But with the Archbishop's power diminished, so is the Queen's legitimacy. Your divine right to rule no longer sounds convincing. See, I'm telling you, like, wouldn't be surprised if in a few seasons it would be a 6, and here it is. Trench Droid, that's a good name. Hello and welcome. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us tonight. You are a chief. There you are. Looking smart. How's life? Far too long, it's true. Doing quite well. Happy to hear you're doing well. I'm glad to have you with us tonight. Yeah, this is a religious episode, you're right. Pagan prophecies, there you go. The Northern Chief Scot speakers have uncovered an ancient prophecy. And what does it say? That's beside the point. All I know is that this specific heresy is spreading like wildfire and must be stamped out immediately. What she means to say is, the chiefs plan to use the prophecy to justify unseating you, true or not. Many Northerners believe it. Can you... Cut to the chase, what do I need to do? You must ensure that faith in the Ninth God is strong across the kingdom. It will be our best defense against the pagans. Okay. Ah, shit. I wish I kept the veto. I mean, it's gotta be A or B, right? I'm gonna do swing votes here. I'm gonna do swing votes. And let you vote. Swing votes. A or B. I don't know if A is enough, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if A is a pass. Like, A might not stop them. Because they need 4. So... yeah, with A I think they still pass. But that's what you want to do, apparently. Even the counts were faithful to me. Okay. A passes the Baron's scheme. Oh, you're... no, it's 4 or less, so it doesn't pass shit. Alright, let's go. Yeah, it doesn't pass anything. Alright, let's go. Holy shit, it's +2? Okay. Oh, to make up for the Chiefs starting at 0. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, the Archbishop mobilizes the priesthood. Emergency sermons are held in every church across the kingdom, warning the faithful to stay vigilant against pagan lies. Okay. Oh, it also adds faith. Yeah, you're right. Hundreds of priests are sent up north to preach to the local populace, which naturally causes tension with the chiefs. You hope it will be enough. We chiefs will remember these? I mean, are we gonna have Ulfrandr again next season? Back in the north, chiefs sit around a narrow table, their flagons running low after a long night of scheming and drinking. Are we ready to begin the next step? I'm anxious to be crowned. Nay, not yet. The Blessed Church is still turning people against us. Too many are still under the pompous Archbishop's sway. They want to lower faith to 4 or less. Perhaps this reformed church can bring the kingdom together after all? Yeah, you know. It declares selfishness heretical, so yeah, why not? I dare you to tax. Bribes for everyone. How much does that leave me with? That's dangerously little money. Might do it though. I might do it. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do a round of original investments. Let's do it. It makes sense. The Archbishop is having too many requests today. Okay, now this is the kind of event that I can get behind. Itching for a fight. Oh my god, is it gonna be war again? Let's go with the Archbishop's request first. Your Majesty, I wish to speak with you about the situation in the March. Yeah, low faith had to come up. The Barons never treated their duties to the Church with as much reverence as it deserves, but now the March has abandoned the Ninth God altogether. Allow me to send some of our best missionaries to the March. It's for the good of the realm. I'll have to bring it to the Council. Of course, Your Majesty, I would expect nothing less. I don't think we want that. I'm gonna call for unity on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna call for unity on this one. Caldevaga is like, yeah. Sorry to hear about that, Darthman Doom. What's the deal with the March on the 9th? It's just they have very low faith, right? Oh, what is it, like, lore-wise? They have a bunch of heresies, to be quite honest. Like, they have Caldevaga, they have, yeah, a bunch of heresies going on. So they've kind of abandoned the, like, there's a bunch of different faiths, including the 9th, but there's a bunch of different faiths right now. And I don't think that we should really force missionaries. The council is going for A though, so okay, 15 to 12. It's still close, but I'm gonna be counting down from 5, 4, 3, 16 to 14. So last opportunity to vote, 2, 1, and 0. Religious freedoms run run both ways. Let them convert our people if they can. Probably got 3. 9th, 10th, Caldevaga. Okay, good. Yeah, thank you. Alright, let's go. This is a power play by the Church. Plain and simple. We won't forget this. Northwind, I know. The mission goes ahead, despite protests from the Barons. The results are less than promising. After being run out of more than a dozen towns in the March, the missionaries head back to the capital with their tails between their legs. Still, the Archbishop hopes that their preaching might have laid the groundwork for future attempt. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised with all those heresies. Right. Let's do Hitchin for a fight here. Yeah, screen time for old Lady Cassie and her stubbornness, yes. Knitting Hesperas! Hey! Your Majesty, we in the March have finished a complete reorganization of our new army. It truly is a powerful beast now. Yes, very lovely. Moreover, I was hoping the Crown might be willing to host some military exercises as soldiers are restless. You want me to start a war? We just need a suitable campaign to whet our swords and spears. An unblooded army isn't worth its salt, I say. Let's see what the Council thinks. Instead of a costly war, Your Highness, we could establish mercenary companies to fight abroad and take a healthy cut of the profits. Or if Your Majesty wishes to gain something more than gold, we should use our might as intended to make an inroads into Towling, whose meager army will surely be no match. I think this might be time for mercenary companies, right? As a player, I want to see a different outcome. As a character, I want to raise Ashmead. But on the other hand, I'm just all bummed out. I can never seem to make time to write stuff, especially when it would be most welcome. It's okay, don't worry. I think it should be mercenaries, right? Yeah, I don't think we have in a third Ashmedian war here. I think we should go with mercenary companies. We get a little bit more money back. The barons get more money back. I'm actually gonna say, like, if the barons are okay with that, I'm gonna reinvest in the March 700 gold, aka next taxing season. 700 of that 1,000 is gonna go back to the March. I'm gonna bribe, like, through a bribe, quote unquote. I would consider the second one a war, more of a skirmish. Yeah, wouldn't consider. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, I don't think we want to. I don't think we want a war. Again, like if the barons vote for A, next taxing season, part of that money is coming to you. Most of that money is coming to you, and you already get money on top. Oh, I think Clara's at home. Yeah, Clara's at home. So what do we do here, laws wise? Oh. Laws-wise, what do we do here? I think that Queen Tatiana is very much aware of the fact that, like, let's be completely honest here. Hesperus has come to the Queen to tell her, hey, our very powerful armies that have been just very recently modernized are itching for a fight. Are you gonna give us that fight? What do you think? What do you think would happen? Like, what do you think the Queen's thought would be? What if I say no? Would you think they're gonna fight? So I think that Queen Tatiana is strongly aware of the fact that she cannot afford to not give the barons their exercise, whatever that means. Right? Like, if they're rich enough for a fight and you don't give them a fight, it means they're gonna fight you. So no. She's smart enough to figure that out. Exactly. If barons itch for a fight, they will get a fight. So you don't want to get in their way. So, sorry, Vaspir. So she would strongly suggest to establish mercenary companies, again encouraging people to vote, the barons to vote under money incentives. But at this point, it's the council's decision. Ashmit must die. Would we have military if not to wage war? I mean, that's true. But keep in mind that this queen's concern was mostly making the economy boom, making the farming boom, making the military as strong as it possibly is, so that future monarchs could wage better wars, more efficient wars. This is 14 to 10. It's still very close. 16 to 10, a bit less close. I'm gonna count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Most of the barons don't even want the war. Hesperus, Terra Team, and Northwind strongly want that. My baron has started to warm up to Tatiana. Finally, heading off for the night. See, oh, Melting Penguins, thank you so much for stopping by. Take care, and I hope to see you next time. Have a good night. You give royal assent to the creation of new mercenary companies owned by the barons of the marsh. These companies fight in Ashmead and other lands where wars are plentiful. Everyone's satisfied. The barons get their exercise, and you get a portion of the blood money. All right, what do we have? Horror in the East. We have a small dog now. We have a small dog in the background. Oh, wait. Yeah, we have a small dog. We have been left with a small dog. Dog in the kingdom. Yes, Molotov. Absolutely. Molotov? Molotov? Molotov. Yeah, that's your name. Alright, let's get back to the game. So, what's happening here? Horror in the East. Old City. Your Grace, a monster has been stalking my farms at night, smashing out the doors of cottages and feasting on the peasants inside. This is the third time in a row I think we have this event. What the fuck? Vote D for dog. Can we overthrow the queen and put Molotov on the throne? Wouldn't be a great investment, trust me. How many victims? Dozens, Your Grace. Only a few have survived the attacks. They tell a Gabriel story of a werewolf. So... Oh, this is perfect, right? We send the armies. We send the freaking army. Like, of course you're able to deal with this, right? I don't think there's a question about this. Yeah, I think we just send the army. Yeah, Bearclaw way, exactly. It's almost like the hounds love to engage in unholy rituals, right? It's almost like that. We established mercenary companies, Anthony, and we're now about to send the army against an abomination. And we sent mercenaries to the march, which weren't great. Which didn't do a great job. Alright, this is overwhelmingly sending an army. The Bearclaw way. 65%, and it's a success, of course! Of course, the Count's army dispatches a task force of elite knights to track down the beast. Probably like... There were probably some who were armed with, like, silver-tipped weapons. Provided by... Who was it? The Electory family? Is that it? Is that the one? Who are we killing? The scout reports back that they found the monster's trail. You await further news of their success. Okay. We'll know next season. I think it's the Electory house, right? Yeah, this is great. This is great. Alright, I think we keep this... I think we keep these. I like doing votes. Yeah, this has been a very democratic monarch. Let's go. The Knights return. Plague of Rats and the Pillar of the Community. Damn it. Well, let's take a look at the Knights. Gooberfish, take care and see you next time. Most of the chiefs standing army, the Golden Regiments, are sort of hybrid mercenary force rented out during peacetime to accumulate gold and experience that are called when the kingdom is at war. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Your Majesty, we find the eastern monster feasting on the remnants of some unlucky peasants. Loped away before we could kill it, so we followed it at a distance. What happened? The beast made its way back to a grand keep belonging to Conte Astrinovska. Before my very eyes, I witnessed this colossal, bloodthirsty beast transformed back into Conte Astrinovska. So the monster is a Conte? Regrettably so. What should I do? I suggest we hunt down Conte Astrinovska and bring them back to your dungeons before these hurt anyone else. Yeah, you're a beast again. Ah, God. This matter should be put to a vote. Still a count. This should be put to a vote. Yeah. This just makes my votes for the chiefs even more appropriate. Yep. So... I just love books, but finding a cure among them would be nice. Right. I mean, I say arrest Conte Astrinovska, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Conte. I think that's what should happen. It sucks, but yeah. And I'm gonna call for unity on this one. I think, yeah. Let's go. I think that's what we're gonna do. I think that's what we're gonna do. What the hell? Why are you going voting C? What are you doing? Ah. It's Yuki's family. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Vaspir. I misremember them. Yes, then that's the one. Keep control your condition. We're not done destroying honor guards, apparently. Yeah, awesome. They still have noble blood like you and I. A few days later, you hear word that monster attacks have ceased. Contestants are now taken to locking themselves up at night. What could go wrong? I'll do my best. It's not gonna be enough. Spoilers. Chief Ephraim Blizzard strides into the council chambers distraught, waving a dead rat by its tail. The fields and bars on the north are overrun by vermin, and we've no more poison for these horrible things. We can't cope anymore. Okay. It's gotta be cats, right? It's gotta be cats, I think. I gotta see swing votes here. I think it's gonna be cats or rat poison, but I think cats. Why not cats? Oh, that's true, Northwind. That's freaking true. That fits so well. But at some point we're gonna have to learn. It's like it keeps happening. Like, I think that the next Monarch where that event happens, that is not a count, is definitely gonna just go for it. Yeah, just fucking kill this. What's that? Local eccentric, thanks so much for the follow. Happy to have you with us tonight. Alright, send them a shipment of cats. Looks like that's gonna be the one. Of course, kitties. Chief Ephraim Blizzard bows to you deeply. I can't thank you enough for your greatness. You send a caravan of cats over to the north. By the time they reach their destination, they're both hungry and very angry. The perfect rat catching mindset. 80% chance. Let's go. Yes, soon the rats are gone, and most households in the north have a very satisfied cat guarding their food. You hope kittens don't become a problem. Fantastic. Of course you can steal one of the northern cats. Yes. And a pillar of the community. Your Highness, I regret to have to bring this matter to you, but there's no other way. We've been tracking an eastern criminal who was wanted in conjunction with a number of high-profile incidents back home. We thought she slipped the net until recently, when we discovered that she fled into the north a number of years ago. But the chiefs are refusing to let us investigate further. We don't know her real name, but the peasants call her Backstab Ellie. She slide cheated and murdered her way halfway across the east. Wait a moment, are you talking about merry old Ellie? She's a pillar of the community back in Skynr. Kiwi Burb. That's your house, apparently. She arrived a few years ago from the east and used her wealth to invest in local businesses and set up an orphanage. Everyone loves her. Surely you jest, merry old Ellie? This woman is a bloodthirsty criminal and must be punished. I think we should summon her to the capital to answer the Queen's justice. Yeah, I think C. I think the Queen wants to exercise justice her own way. Vetoing one of the options sounds very... You know, like... giving preferences to one region or the other. I don't think the Queen wants to do that. I don't think the Queen wants to do that. So I think that she's just gonna say, no, summon her to the capital. No, I'm not gonna veto B. I'm not gonna strategize. I'm not gonna strategize. I'm role-playing here. I don't care about strategizing. I think this Ellie is a different person. Yeah, sure. I know I want trade up. I want to roleplay above all, though. Yeah, B2B shows bias towards accounts, exactly. Oh, after the decision to spare one of them when they were a werewolf. Yeah, yeah. Because the old lady is not a noble. That's why. No noble blood. Alright, 11 to 12. This is very close. I'm gonna count down from 5, 4, 3. It's a tie. 2, 1, and 0. Tie it is. Okay, this was one of the ties, so summon her to the capital, absolutely. When Backstab Ellie arrives in the capital, she looks like any other sweet old lady, the sort of woman who gives local children candies against their parent wishes. How can I help you, dearie? I've seen enough execute this criminal. How do you plead to counter Electree's accusations? Oh dear, I'm afraid Electrees must have me mistaken for someone else. I swear by every god there is, your majesty, I've never pillaged anything but my pantry. What do you have the same name as this outlaw? Well, there's lots of people from the east called Ellie. It's a very common name. Even my mother was called Ellie. What did you do where you were younger? I worked in the mines, I did. It was long hours, back-breaking work. Taught me humility, it did. Why did you move to the north? I always liked it there. The people are so delightfully different. They love orphans, just like me. Yeah. Have I mentioned that I love orphans? They remind me of myself. I was an orphan for as long as I can remember. Yeah. Sure. You're an orphan since birth, but you know your mother's name? Suddenly Ellie's face shifts. She adjusts her posture, standing up straighter, and stares you right in the eyes. Alright, you got me. I'm Backstab Ellie, but I'm reformed now, see? Ask the orphans. Do you think your good deeds wash out the bad? I hope so, your grace, or else I wouldn't have done them. It's all much of a muchness, really, though, ain't it? I've already admitted I'm the one Electri was looking for, that pompous idiot. So what are you going to do to me? Oh shit. Oh shit. It might just be beheading, right? She did lie to me. Yeah, exactly. Like, to the north is protection. I don't think we want that. I thought Tatiana liked orphans. Yeah, she likes orphans. Doesn't like criminals, though. Are there perjury laws in the Bearclaw Dynasty? Fuck, you're right. Lying is very bad. Lying is very bad in the Bearclaw Dynasty. Handing to the north may up trade though. Yeah, I know, but I'm in these dynasties specifically. I'm not strategizing. Like, this dynasty here focuses heavily on role playing and lore building, so I always try to role play my monarchs more than strategizing. Yeah, I think that we behead her. Yeah, beheading her or handing her over, but handing her over is like being partial to the east again. Exactly, it sets a precedent. I don't like that. I think we just execute her. If that be the case, letting the counts do away with their crimes may be better. Yeah, but there's things that happened earlier that make me think, not really. I think we just exercise the Queen's justice. I'm glad justice will be done, though I'd have preferred if we in the East had been able to pass this sentence. When the Watcher approached Ellie, she assumes her previous persona. She bends her back, puts on a smile, and then fake hobbles outside to face the executioner. Later, you hear that the capital has seen some light rioting over your decision to execute a nice old lady. Yeah, I'll live with that. Can I have a baby, please? I need something to kick. Thank you. Okay. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms and in front of your legs. The council hall is filled with nervous silence. Should I die, as my crown be passed down to my daughter Tatiana? The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you cemented the stability of the kingdom. Wrong quote, yeah. I think it's number 9. Your Highness, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your daughter. What is her name? Tatiana II. Thank Morgana, Your Majesty. I'm sure little Tatiana will grow up to be a chief of the old block. Congrats on finding an heir. Yada yada yada. Yeah, thank you. Exactly. That's the one. Alright. Famous cuisine? Oh, and mercenary income. I don't think I've ever seen famous cuisine. Your Highness, I have good news. Those mercenary companies that we let loose into the wild, they're still returning profits. What a wonderful investment. I'm glad to hear it. I came here to give you a share, of course. Please take it. The question remains, Your Majesty, whether or not we call it quits. Call it quits? What do you mean? We sent them to Ashmead in order to blood them. They've more than proven themselves. We bring them home and have them train our own military with their expertise. Or we can put them back to work with the expectation of future profits. Yeah, we're making money. We got fat stacks. Yep. Oh, this is close. I would make a bit more money here. You know? I think we make more money. Yeah, keep the business running. I'm gonna call for unity on this one. Let's keep the business running. Yeah, exactly. There's always conflict in Ashmead. And plus, the fact that they're there means they're learning military tactics from Ashmead, so when we go to war in the future, our military knows the secret of how they operate. We know their tactics. So it's actually freaking great to have them there. Let's go. Maintain them there. We're absolutely fucking loaded. Alright, Anthony, thank you so much for sticking around, and take care. Oh, this is fantastic. I'm even more in love with these now there is a spy angle, right? Like, we're just gathering info. Ooh, this is great. This is great. Cellular goober putting prissy. Okay. We're maintaining the mercenaries, and hopefully everything goes well. 18 to 8, this looks clear, let's go. In Lure, my noble easily true a spy, she's still using the mercenary companies to spy on Ashmead. Oh, that's so perfect! Now a fuel for an idea? I wanna know it. Let's go. Come on, 70%. It's a success! Oh my god, we're fucking rich! Oh my god, we are rich. The mercenaries continue their successful campaigns throughout Ashmead and beyond. A steady stream of income finds its way back to the kingdom with little effort on your part, keeping both you and the barons happy. Oh my god, this kingdom is successful. This kingdom is freaking successful. Extra 300, that's so good. That's so good. We are as rich as patricians. Baron Knife Master comes to you bearing a car tray. He uncovers it with a flourish. Our rolls go in my favor if I'm there. 90% fails. Yeah, right? I'm very happy about this too, to be honest, yeah. The cooking are, like, I think that authority went, like, narratively, the way I interpreted it is... authority went up at first because there was a change in pace, right? Again, centralization of power, new administration personnel, new laws, new regulation of trade. But once that, so people perceived it as being more authoritarian, but once that stabilized, it actually became stable, more than oppressive. Yeah, kingdom stats are nice, I like it. I really like it. A cook in our fortress has been cooking this in the canteen. The troops love it. It must be pizza. I don't care about winning anymore, I'm spying in the merge. I like Tatiana now. Queen Tatiana, the Great Reformer, right. My liege, would you care to try some? The Bearclaw learns to trade, yes. Alright, just a little. The veal tastes tender and delicate, though Knife Master has seasoned it with so much pepper that it makes your eyes water. Tatiana did more for the march than Marty II ever did. Kind of is, yeah. Kind of true. He watches you expectantly. Delicious! Fantastic, I'm delighted you enjoyed it. I think the Von Dooms might have redeemed themselves. Might, yeah. Trays of veal are carted out and served to the assembled nobles. Many are enthusiastic, but Chief Trench Droid shakes his head in disgust. You freaking troll. Dreadful, how can you bring this to us? It tastes like boiled bark. How dare you, you insult the pride of the barons. Your Majesty, please have this dreadful stuff taken away at once. Why are you having a conflict on a freaking veal? You don't like it, don't eat it. What the fuck? Promote the march of veal as national food. Leave the veal in the march where it belongs. No. That's kind of offensive. That's kind of offensive. I think I'm fine with both other options, so you know. The chiefs would argue differently. Oh no, trench droid, what the fuck? If you don't like it, take it back into the march. Bill is good. Bill is good. I think I'm gonna veto C pretty easily here. Probably want to go for B. I'm fine with B. Yeah, I'm fine with B. Real baby kicking. So they made beef jerky, it might be the case. First you focus on worship your corrupt god, and now you want us to eat your nasty food? Nah, it's fine, it's fine. Don't worry. If I could choose, I wouldn't sponsor it as a national thing. If everyone eats veal, then everyone can go hunting, and little hunting never hurt anyone. I mean, a bunch of people disappeared during hunting trips, so... Alright, 11 to 14, I'm gonna count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. There you go. Hire the usual chef to work in the palace. The nervous chef makes his way from the fortress to become an official member of the palace staff. You throw banquet after banquet and nobles hurry to attend. You're served veal at breakfast, lunch, afternoon, dinner, supper, and every occasional midnight snack. The Martial Fortress becomes a culinary landmark with chefs and critics making pilgrimages to visit. Your wife isn't impressed about eating veal morning and night. I'm sorry, but never mind that. More. Yeah, see? Everything is good. There's not that much pepper, you guys are weak. Pepper is actually not good for your health at all. Alright. Yeah, it's too much veal, not enough pepper. Caps is not coffee, hello. Hadn't seen you. How you doing? Auction time, let's go. Veal divorce next season, please no. Exclamation mark fund followed by the letter of the bill you want to fund, followed by the amount of money you want to spend. Your options are Raising faith for the barons with A. Lowering authority with B. Raising farming for the chiefs with C. Lowering faith for the chiefs with D, which would pass their scheme. Lowering farming for the counts with E. Lowering stability with F. What do y'all want to do? What do y'all want to do? D and C sounds like a good compromise, you know? Like more farming, not too bad. 20 seconds left, everybody. So it's, if you want to vote, vote now. Deer Park for more hunting. Sounds good. To lower authority, but Tatiana is cool now, right? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! What passed? Lowering authority passed, I think. I think lowering authority passed. Yeah. Theater, Baron Donio, and Golden Gagamba. An observatory. Casual Hoy, welcome back, and thank you for joining. So we got lower faith and lower authority. We're lowering things this time around. So I'm gonna go with ambition first, since it's the one that doesn't end the game. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the architect of a new golden age. You've succeeded on that front. The kingdom has never been more prosperous. Well done, your majesty. But to shut down your noble scheme for good, we need to build on that reputation. Our advisors have some ideas. Have you heard of the Scepter of Sages? It's an ancient lost artifact forged by Queen Alma the Wise. There's a legend that any queen who recovers it will rule over a golden age. Advice, on the other hand, would be to infiltrate the treasury with loyal spies, defeat their schemes with schemes of our own, but the Chancellor has other ideas. Saved 2k. How will we fund our cool and accepted Queen's love of veal? Thank God you didn't get that. I'm actually wondering about spies. Like, it's true they're not Bearclaw. Are they Tatiana? Exactly, like she's kind of spying on Ashmead. Coming back for the end game. Came back just at the right time. I need to think. What would Tatiana do in this situation? Because, like, spies are also very useful for commerce, right? And having merchants all over the place makes it very easy to have spies. But yeah, Scepter of the Sages feels a bit more fitting. It also feels a bit more delusional, you know? As an aspiring spy, I would like A, but as a peacemonger, B is good. You have my support either way, my queen. Scepter is a show of power in your face, that's true. But yeah, centralized trade and information network, right? Like, it's... She tried to help the church, true. But the Scepter of Sages is not necessarily... Like, also, tried to help the church in a way. Like, that was kind of a consequence of the situation, not really actively looking to help the church. And also the Scepter of Sages is not necessarily linked to the church, but faith in the sense of having faith that you can find it. The kingdom is not known for his faith, though I don't think the Scepter of Sages would make much sense. I highly advise spies if you send the city in the night. Yeah. There is a grand total of 1 church in the east. Information is power, that's true. What Dragon Pit is saying is true, though. This is very difficult. Yeah, blackmail... Exactly, like... Having a spy network sounds good. Using it for blackmail, not really. My choir would like to examine it thoroughly. You won't touch the scepter. No one will accept me if I get it. I think it might be the scepter. Oh, the soft power of stonks. I think I'm gonna go with the Scepter Sages, you know? Yeah, let's go. I mean, it's already 1 AM. Fuck it. Even if I have to make multiple rolls, it's fine. Mayhem Radiance, hello and welcome. How you doing? A wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll begin sending out adventurers to track down the Scepter's location. But adventurers aren't cheap. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's overall faith and trade as much as you can. Blah, blah, blah. Tragic. Glad to hear you're doing good. As I've been saying to people asking, I've actually had kind of a crappy day today, but I'm absolutely great now that I'm streaming and having conversation with all you lovely people. This really made my day. This really changed my day. Time to attend church. So yeah. Thank you for joining, Mayhem Radiance. You are a chief. Unfortunately, you cannot join a faction after the game has started. Yeah, because that works only at the very start of a game. Yeah. A capital proposition, mercantile complaint. Yeah, exactly. After the game starts, you cannot choose, unfortunately. Let's look at the mercantile complaint. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Just at the very start of a dynasty. Let's see. Your Majesty, the richest merchants in the East have bribed the counts to give them an exclusive charter. They now control all trade of silver and lumber, the East's most valuable goods. It's a monopoly, Your Majesty. They're scamming the public by fixing prices, pushing smaller traders like myself out of business. Something must be done. Sounds like good business to me. I know. Kinda sounds like good business to me. Kinda. I think it's only fair the treasury be compensated. VTSC. Why VTSC? Why would you VTSC? That's also an option, to be honest. Like, it depends on how strong... You know what? It depends on how strong the council's pressure is. I think that... Oh, what's that? Trash Door, thank you so much for the follow. Happy to have you with us tonight. Hope you're having a good time. I know I need trade. Again, I don't strategize. Like, the day y'all will stop trying to tell me the optimal play will be the happiest day of my life. As if I didn't have eyes. I'm gonna go with swing boats here and allow you to change your mind. What do you think would be the fairest thing to do here? I'm open to all propositions. I'm open to getting some money. I'm open to declaring the charter null and void and asserting myself. I'm open to saying it's good business. If something gets taxed, it's legal, right? Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's a correct way to put it. Solidly endorsed. Welcome back, and thank you for joining. How you doing? Alright. Looks like you want to declare the exclusive charter null and void. This is swing votes though, right? So you can still change your vote if you want. So... let me count down from 5 here. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Alright, 13 it is. Oh. All is good on my behalf. Alright, let's go. You order soldiers to break up the monopoly, accompanied by an even more fearsome threat. Lawyers, the charter... by an even more fearsome threat. Lawyers. The charter is declared illegitimate. Many counts lose their investments. Jumping and stopping. I would say try to refresh, maybe. Like, let's do a delay test. Audio sounds fine. Okay. Oh, that happened already. Yeah, that's Twitch. That's Twitch. Yeah, that happened already, and that is usually on Twitch's side. Smaller traders in the east flourish once again, and prices return to a sensible level. The common folk rejoice. Okay. PowerPoint. Thank the gods, our soldiers are renowned throughout the kingdom and beyond. We've awarded so many medals they can serve as full plate mail in a pinch, your greatness. Mayhem Radiance, hey there. You look like such a calm chief. I like this. Why don't I transfer some of our best troops to help police the capital? They'd improve security and show the Northern Army for what it is, the pride of the kingdom. You want to station soldiers in the capital? Your Majesty, think of the threat to your security. Let us make use of them instead. Casual Hoy. Been unhappy about this. Lawyers are the biggest threat? Indeed. Since there might be some delay, would you please... type in chat, when you hear it, type in chat the word pineapple. So let's see how much delay we have. Yeah, we have about 8 seconds delay for the bipolar pair. Yeah, even more. We have 8, 15, 20 seconds. So yeah. We have a lot of you have a lot of delay. There are a lot of delay. So it's a vote on this one, and after you vote it, refresh. Alright? Yeah, audio is good, but... Yeah, there's a lot of delay. There's a lot of delay. So... I would strongly recommend refreshing Reaper. Now I'm gonna ban you though. God damn it. Yeah, strongly recommend refreshing after voting on this one. So what do we want to do? Bring the northern soldiers to the capital, order them to help out the barons, leave the troops in the north where they belong. Normal again? Okay, good. We don't need help. I kind of don't want to leave them in the north. Oh god, this is tough. This one is tough. Yeah, I know you don't need help. That's true. That's true. I might have to pay for this. Yeah, I say A. I think A is what we need. I think A is what we need. I think that Tatiana was against bias. Say, hey, what's going on? Yeah, is this really bias? If I take the northern soldiers in the capital? It might be, right? No, I don't think it's really biased, but why would we do that? Why would we do that? I think ordering them to help the barons is really disrespectful towards the barons. That's true. Right? So I think that B is actually the worst option. So I think we're gonna veto B. But, you know, this is culturally not seen well, but Tatiana doesn't... is okay with the idea. Like, think about it. She wants to spread the weapons and armors made in the East to the rest of the kingdom. Right? By the same logic, like, if we followed the logic that B is offensive, that would be really offensive too. And I don't think that that's how she sees things. So... yeah, I think she's just gonna... God, I wish I had swing votes for this one. Because I don't feel like vetoing anything. Like, these feel all like possibilities. I think she's fine with any outcome here. Like, and kind of wants to get a taste of what the council wants. Like, these all look like good ideas to her. Leaving them in the north makes sense, it's natural. Helping them to ordering them to help out the barons feels good. It's okay. Like, we spread military knowledge in the kingdom, that's great. Bring the northern soldiers to the capital. It's okay as well. Right? I don't think she sees the issue with that. Alright, it's 12 to 9. Still very close. So let me count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. 16 to 9. Yes. They hated my veal. Oh, they're gonna be pissed. We bring them to the capital. The chiefs are delighted and praise your name throughout the north and to anyone who will visit. Soon troops of rugged northern warriors with tattoos and bear pelt scarves are rolling through the capital, telling loud jokes among themselves as they pass. Other nobles aren't so pleased. Seeing soldiers in northern uniforms on the streets makes them very nervous. Our crime does go down and the people of the capital are happy. Stories spread of the new guards rescuing cats from trees and children's balls from rooftops. And also kiwi burbs from trees. That's nice. That's actually wholesome. Valtor is chosen. Far to the north, an ancient ceremony in a smoky clan hall reaches a fever pitch. Harald, the chief's claimant, sits atop a throne of bones surrounded by god speakers chanting in the forgotten tongue. And that's with Morgana, my witness. I hereby crown you the king of the north. The Lord Render, soon to be king of all the kingdom. Glory to the Lord Render, chosen of Valtor. Glory to Morgana in the north. The assembled chiefs roar in chorus with each other. Steins are smashed against one another in celebration. This kid is still stuck in a tree. Not anymore, because the chiefs managed to rescue them. Everyone has a reason to like Tatiana now, right? Yes, that's kind of true, yeah. And my loyalty rides with you, that's great. So has anyone tried just being nice to all the factions at the same time? Tatiana, probably, yeah. Chiefs have grown great fondness of the cats after all the cats that were brought into To get rid of the rat problem. That is perfect, the bipolar bear. Yes. That's exactly what happened. Now we must bring down the false queen in the south and fulfill the prophecy. The only question is how. Chiefs of the north, what do you want to do? Do you want to lure the queen to the north and sacrifice her in a pagan ritual, trying to lower your own defiance? Or do you want to sacrifice thousands of goats to the old gods and call upon them to intervene? Do you want to show the superiority of your old gods? Or do you want to be sneaky and disrespectful of the kingdom's culture? Disrespectful of the kingdom's culture. A is absolutely fucking dishonorable, yeah. If they win with A, the next monarch is gonna be fucking hated. Time to piss off everybody. Yeah. Alright, it's A. It's A. If this becomes monarch, it's gonna be like everybody's gonna fucking hate him. I think everything can make for a good story. We make that story, so... Lure the queen to the north and sacrifice in a pagan ritual. So it is destined, so it will be. Spread the word to all Morgana's children. The throne baker has risen, and the false queen will fall. But first we drink in honor of the gods. More cheers throughout the clan hall. Come morning, there will be a lot of work to do. For the final stage of the scheme, the chiefs must lower their defiance to 1 or less. Is this GG, by the way? I think it might be GG. So, we said bribe. 1 bribe was promised. It's the same. It's the same, y'all. It says 1 or less. And also, why would I tax them? Why would I cruel tax them? That's true, Lurks. That's true. But this is not really about honor. This is about being weak. Like, using tricks is being weak. Is being weak. Yeah, there's no reason to tax. They tend to save us from ourselves. But extending the game means more game. I know, but it's already 1 AM, so, you know, I don't know. And also, but most importantly, I don't want to artificially extend the game. Like, I don't know if we have 1 more season. I don't know. And even taxing them cruelly would bring their defiance to 1. And they need it to 1 or less. So, you know, if they win now, they win now. It's called Keeping Your Cursed Head, Tatiana. Yeah, but Tatiana doesn't know that if the chief's defiance is 1 or less, she dies. She doesn't know that. They have to survive 1 whole season? Okay. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Like, she doesn't know. It's like almost 4 hours now, and I don't need to take a break. Exactly, so. I think this is what we do. I think this is what we do. I'm a loyalist, metagaming is my thing. I mean, that's fair, that's fair. Yeah, that's it. That's it. We give the promised bribe, and that's it. Let's go. Do we have a season? We do. We do have a season. A new baby! I mean, we have to do the events before we do the ambition. So Monster Unleashed doesn't help us, so let's do this first. It's a day like any other. You're sitting in the council, listening to your nobles argue about something or other. Today's session is getting particularly heated. Oh, by the way, I want to make a point about short games. Could you please remind me after this event Could you please remind me? Gods be good, my good Conte. You must understand my position. We simply cannot lower tariffs. Well, rip, Ethan. Your profiteering will leave me penniless. Penniless! Oh dear, get away from me. I feel faint. Someone fetch the physician. Have half a mind to... Before the astonished eyes of the council... God, I love the eyes in this portrait. Countess Trinovska's flesh ripples and bulges. Jet black hair spreads across their body. Huge gleaming claws sprout from their fingers. With incredible speed, Countess Trinovska pounces upon Chief Ethanase and clamps their jaws on the screaming chief's throat. Can we please say... Salute... Chief Ethanase. Sorry, Chief Ethanase. You're very cute, but also freaking terrifying. That's a rare thing. That's a rare thing. Rape Ethanase. Ethan always dying. You biting one of your cousins? It's to show you like them. It's, you know, it's... Yeah. Clamps their jaws on their screaming chief's throat. Blood sprays across the faces of the rest of the council. Shock gives way to panic when the monster turns its glowing eyes their way. The council fills with shrieks and blubbering. Honor guard, protect me! Your Eastern Knights charge. God, they're so pale. Reciting battle poetry as they swing their swords. The monster tears them apart one by one, splattering the walls with blood, but suffers dozens of wounds. What a funny way to show that, right? Once the honor guard are dead, the monster leaps on you, sinking its scarlet fangs deep into your shoulder. But then, with a final shudder, it dies as the last of its blood gushes from its wounds. You stand in the gore-soaked council hall, catching your breath and clutching your injured shoulder. The cowardly nobles have fled, taking advantage of the monster's distraction. Only the spymaster and marshal remain. You don't see that every day. Medical assistance! The marshal fetches the royal physician, who hurriedly begins bandaging your shoulder. The rumor of the attack quickly spreads among the peasants, who promptly panic, declaring that half the nobles are secret monsters. The wound is slow to heal. Thankfully, it doesn't appear infected. Your physician expects a full recovery. I really want to know what the battle poetry is. I imagine it like slam poetry. Yeah, Beast is gone. Beast is gone. Rip Astrinovska as well. Rip Ethanase, Rip Honor Guard, Rip Astrinovska. Was an honor to have you. I'm taking myself out. You remember something about short events? Oh yeah, right. Short games. I was saying I don't like. I just wanted to say, you know, about extending the game. It's more game, yeah. Especially for the Bearclaw Dynasty, I don't really care to extend the game. Like with other games, when we play on the casual Monday games, maybe yes, you know, oh, we want to see a bit more event, yeah. Oh, we want to see this event, but if we finish the game now, we won't see it. Okay, let's extend the game. But especially for the Bearclaw Dynasty, I'm absolutely fine having short games, if that's the case, if it makes sense for the roleplay and for the story. Like, for instance, I'm sure that at some point in the future, there will come a point where we start playing, and it will make sense for a monarch to go to the dungeons in the Crimson Vigil. And I've never done it, so I don't know what's there, but I've gathered that you can die, or you, like, there's a possibility of dying there. And I don't know if it's 100% or if there's a roll, and I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. So I know that at some point there will be one monarch when we play one of these dynasties that will go to the Crimson Vigil and will go in the dungeons and will probably die. And if that's one of the first few events that we get, that's just how it is. We're gonna have a 45-minute game. That's sometimes how it goes. Like, I'm totally fine with that. Especially for the dynasty play that we do. And I hope you can embrace that, because that, in my opinion, makes the game more unpredictable, because it only follows the RP and the guidelines that we give ourselves from time to time, instead of following the same objectives, right? If we follow the same objectives, the game is gonna start feeling repetitive, because we only try to win, always try to win, always try to follow goals. if we do what we're doing, oh, these are the goals, but these are our values. Values, we can change values, and the game is always going to feel different, so that's what I care for. And then we'll meme about it for all time. True. Yes. Yes. Keep on keeping on. I love the RP, and it's what we all come... Yeah, exactly. I agree. I agree. Manager May, thank you so much for the follow. I agree through tokens. Like, the RP is what I do this for, so... I'll believe it when I see it. Would be so much easier to transcribe. That's true. What even happened that caused your death? There was horror in the east. We asked the were person to just chill down. They did for some time, and then you just made them mad. They turned into a were thing and killed you. Yeah, 1001. Maidenless, welcome back, and thank you for joining. How you doing? Alright, yeah, let's keep going on. Let's keep going on. So, they chilled until they didn't, yeah. Who would have thought that wouldn't work, right? Wish my nobles would RP like yours, honestly. Oh, thank you, Casual Hoy. Thank you. It's so nice of you to say. It's a big compliment. To the folks in chat, of course. But werewolves be large? Yeah, they would be large enough, but also too noble for that. Okay, let's go. What's that? Oh, Mayhem Meridians. Thank you so much for the follow. Glad you found us tonight. And yeah, baby. Let's do the thing. Hello, Your Majesty. Livingston, hey, hadn't seen you in a while. Some fine news from our villagers in the north. A baby has been born on your birthday, bearing a birthmark in the shape of the number 9. That's so weird having the chiefs do this. Fantastic comment. Perhaps we should mark the occasion? Now... Also realize this is the same dynasty got the blood curse. Yep. Since I haven't been paying attention to the stream, can we say in the lore that the wolf person merely got annoyed I was doing nothing? Yeah, it's fine. Kick the baby. That's a good option. Thank you. Is it kickable? The Inquisition might kick the baby, yes. Thank you, Vaspir. Thank you. So... God, I think, honestly, RPing, the Queen would just send her blessing. Would I go as far as vetoing D? I might. That sounds like bullshit. I think we just, you know, I think we just gamble. I think we just gamble. Warhawk. Exactly, Capsule Knockoff. Maybe we're just smaller adults if you think about it. Why can I not keep them? What would Tatiana do? Just send her blessings. Candy Banana, welcome back. Hi, how you doing? Does the Queen and the Standard Nobles are messed up? Not really. No. Like, this is a secret scheme, so it's really hard for her to, you know this shit. And also, to predict that kicking a baby is how you prevent your demise, it's like, it just doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, if it had been something, I don't know, a bit more overt, then maybe, yeah, but Does the queen also kick babies? No, 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 no. Only in their spare time in her chambers. Yeah, I think we just played out with a final roll. Yeah. I think that's what we do. I think that Tatiana would never want to send the Inquisition. And, only in private, yeah, no public ceremonies. The walls may be speaking, yeah. Exactly, and I think we're gonna just have a final roll. Like, if Tatiana is meant to win, she's gonna win. Otherwise, no. And last thing that she will do is please send her blessing to the baby. Please, let's send the blessings to the babies. The baby. Thank you for respecting the Queen's last will, as it were. So yeah, the next event is gonna be the last event. XCOM decides victory or failure. Yeah, and with that low faith, I don't have that much faith. Might even be a 0%, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know. 2, 4, and 1? I don't know what that makes. I don't know what that makes. Oh, it's definitely gonna be a last event. So, okay. Queen will send her blessings. Thank you for respecting my will. Let's go. God bless you, Your Majesty, that's too kind. There is another matter. They asked permission to name the baby after you. What do you think, Your Highness? Of course, the more Tatianas, the better. The gods are good. I'll have my housekeeper give them the good news. Chief's living son hurries away. A child of the north named for you. Who knows what sort of person this baby will become? Remember Tobias winning the last roll? Yeah, that was epic. The last roll of the Weebian Dynasty. That was freaking epic. And narratively perfect. Yeah. 10-15? Okay. And the cruel chiefs are naming a baby after the queen they're trying to sacrifice. Them and leaving trophy. Kinda hardcore. You monsters, you're right. 20%, 30%? Okay, we'll see, we'll see. Alright. You can only hope you're around to see it. I can only hope. Last event. Almost probably last event. Let's see. Your Majesty have the most exciting news. Our hired adventurers have discovered an ancient manuscript hidden deep beneath the mountains. It speaks of the Scepter of Sages, and it was written by Queen Alma herself. I have lost all respect for her. You can only hope, yeah. Worried about what would happen to the kingdom after she died, the Scepter of Sages saw her enemies, couldn't find it. Good work, treasure. It's in a warren of caves within the Blackreal Forest, Your Majesty, near to the capital. It's been under our noses this whole time. If the queen wins, Von Doom's on the throne. If the queen loses, one hell of a revenge arc. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I've taken the liberty of sending out more adventurers. They'll clear the area and get inside. Excellent. Send them on their way. As you wish, Your Majesty. As soon as the adventurers return, the treasurer comes to you to tell you the news. Have you found anything? A relationship between these texts and the scholars work less rain? I don't think so. We may fail here. We may fail the 80%. Let's see. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, yeah, this is a success. Okay. Okay. Oh god, rule number 1 is gone. I'm starting to feel... Apprezzo molto la gentilezza. Oh, thank you, Maidenless. That's very kind of you. Apprezzo quello che hai detto. Grazie. I appreciate what you just said. Okay. Hey, Scary 1 is the next one. Okay. We win the 80%. Most delightful news. Your Majesty, the adventurers have found a golden... God, I'm feeling so excited. Golden door beneath... So tense. A golden door beneath the forest, which matches the description in Queen Alma's manuscript. Wonderful. The scepter should be hidden within. But the scepter of stages can be found only by a monarch who is strong of purpose and true of heart. How do you prove it? Very pragmatic, right? Very practical. Queen Alma wrote a ritual for the monarch to prove themselves worthy of the scepter. If you go to the cave, I can read out the relevant passages while you set it all up. You make the arrangements, bring in a procession of horses, food, drinks, adventurer guides, and a little traveling desk for the treasurer to the black-wheeled forest. Put all 7 faith in it. Shit. Your wife comes too, riding beside you. This is such a wonderful chance for the kingdom. The scepter will bring in a golden age. The adventurers lead you inside the cave, holding flaming torches to light your way. Soon the tunnel grows horribly cramped, and you bend double to squeeze through. Don't worry, Tatiana. We'll pull together and get through it. God, I hope you're right. God, I hope you're right. You walk for what feels like hours. Just as you might have lost hope, you reach a golden door, exactly as the adventurers described. 20%. 20 fucking percent. Oh, God. It will open only for the faithful. Close your eyes, Your Majesty. Concentrate. %. Tatiana, close your eyes and breathe. Oh. No. No. Fuck. Your focus scatters and you open your eyes. Don't worry, Your Majesty. Maybe if we go back to the palace and pray for guidance. You return to the surface far more quickly than you descended, blinking away tears in the sudden sunlight. To improve your chances of victory, focus on increasing the kingdom's faith. And this is going to be it. The counts are gathered in the empty... Wait, what? Can they save me? The counts are gathered in the empty council hall late at night. A new report from one of their spies has just come in. Drakov's bones. The chief held some kind of pagan ceremony last month. They crowned Harald as king in the north. No, they can't, right? Okay. Bah, why? Bah! Bah, why should we care about their weird traditions? We still own the kingdom. I was just asking because one time we had a vote, right? Like the loyalists had a vote that changed some stats. The chiefs won't stop with just the north. There's whispers they want to depose Tatiana and install him as king of all the kingdom. The cult of Ba. They just... oh no. The problem is we don't yet know how they plan to do it. We just have to delay them long enough for Queen Tatiana to solidify her power. Then increase treasury stability, authority, and their own defiance. Oh, okay, awesome. I love the boss. Bah. It shouldn't be long now. Our queen is on the verge of greatness. I can feel it. Council must continue to aid the queen by countering the other region's schemes. And now Golden Choice shows up. And I am gonna pick it. And you know what? I'm gonna pick it instead of veto. Just to show you how liberal this queen was. And they'll have to send my viewers to the channel with the bug got stuck in my mind. and here it is. The end for Tatiana. Your Majesty, most exciting news today. The northern chiefs are... Recognize the turbulent state of the kingdom, even so they've decided to throw their weight full behind you. For better or worse, what a coup. They've invited you to sign an accord of friendship and witness their commitment of unwavering loyalty in a special ceremony. Some kind of northern custom involving a blood oath. Is this necessary? A letter of fealty would have sufficed. Your Majesty, if I may disagree, Northerners take their traditions very seriously. Entertain them for a short while and you'll gain a valuable ally. Tatiana was the coolest and the nicest. We'll miss her. True, true. Tatiana was really cool. I liked her. I really liked her. And it's sad to see her go. That's so kind, Maidenless. Thank you. I've taken the liberty of arranging the trip. Chief Sunlight Kitten and Queen Consort Mag were most helpful with the preparations. Fine. When do I leave? By the end of the week, my queen. I didn't see any reason for delay. Before you head north, however, you make sure to check in with Mag. Ha! Watch they don't sacrifice you in a crazy pagan ritual. Mag, inappropriate. Whose idea is to choose this route? You mean, which route? My route? For objective? It was my idea. Love to watch her leave. Yeah, you are going to set this low. Look at you, starving wolves looking for an easy kill. I would barely call you Northerners. The gods tested us in the moment of truth. They asked us to choose between faith and subterfuge, and we made the wrong choice. Our people will be punished for your lack of faith and your deceitful and faithless actions. I think it's just bad irony. But seriously, enjoy my homeland and say hi to my family if you see them, dear. Am I worried? You don't want to come with me? Yeah. Poison Oaks, welcome, and thank you for joining. We're unfortunately about to wrap here. Yeah, don't worry, Darthanoom. You have time. Ah, nay. I was just there last winter and it's an awful long journey. Besides, I'm going on the hunt next month that I really don't want to miss. Bring me a souvenir, maybe. I could really do with a new winter coat, and the ones down here just aren't the same. Oh, awesome. Well, I'm glad to have you here. The journey north is long and arduous. After your carriage gets stuck in the mud a third time in as many days, you wonder if maybe you should have diverted more funds to northern infrastructure. Such a pleasure to see your greatness. I hope the ride wasn't too difficult. How are you finding the north so far? It's not warm. That's what the welcome's for, eh? Got food and drink laid out for you, some of the North's best meats. Do tuck in. The food is pretty good and the music's not bad either. Though, you're not sure what the bard is singing about half the time. Tatiana being full Tatiana, yeah. This food's delicious. My greatest thanks, Your Highness. We do pride ourselves on a good feast here in the north. Just wait until after the ceremony, that's when the real fun begins. Almost as soon as you polish off your meal, Chief Sunlight Kitten summons you out into the cold. You find a massive chief circling a gigantic barren oak tree. In the distance, a northern god speaker chants a deep, droning incantation in a language you don't understand. How delightfully rusty. Nah, this might be insensitive. Where do I stand? Right over there, Your Majesty, just underneath the tree. Perfect. You stand beneath the tree besides the chanting god speaker. You spot a dagger in her hand, but no sign of a goat or a cow or any other sacrificial creature. Now then, chiefs of the north, it is time to take your oath. Do you all swear your fealty to the one true king, from now until your dying breath? The chiefs respond with raucous shouts of approval. By the old gods, I do! Oshanis Ver! For all your talk, you're still in on this. Hold on a minute, I'm the queen, not the king. You probably were forced or something, I'm assuming. But out of all people to show you, that was... Then raise your axes with me, siblings, and let us bear witness to the start of a new age. The Lord Renderer, chosen of Valtor, will now be bathed in the blood of the Pretender. Wait, what? Just then the God Speakers grapples you from behind. As her knife kisses your throat, you try to shout. Only a gurgle comes out. The chiefs cheer in unison as you collapse to the ground. Traitors, scoundrels! Just as you're on the edge of consciousness, Harald, the chosen of Valtor, ambles up to you, kneeling over your body. The queen is dead. Long live the king. And that is it for tonight. Good game, GG. And congrats to the treacherous chiefs. Good game. This was a good run. I loved this. Yeah, she didn't deserve this. I absolutely love it. Like, I absolutely loved her. This was great. Yeah, hope to see you next time, Poison Oaks. Thank you. And thank you for the follow. Hit double achievement. Let me read these. As Harald bathed in Queen Tatiana's blood, a bolt of lightning struck the secret oak, splitting it in two. Harald bathed in Queen Tatiana's blood. Holy shit. It was a sign from the old gods. The Lord Renderer had risen. In haste, to complete their scheme, the barons mishandled their gunpowder. It blew up in their faces. Literally, all that was found of Baron Dragonpit was a pair of boots with feet still inside. Yeah, Dragonpit. You're dead. Unable to keep their puppet on the throne, the counts were forced to retreat to their secluded castles and brood. It wouldn't be long before a new eastern claimant would arise, and when they did, the counts would be ready. Harald, the Lord Renderer, marched south at the head of an army. Valtor was with him. The throne was seized by force, and the power of the old gods could never be denied again. See? That's kind of a redeeming act, though. I love this. Like, this is a great ending. This is a great ending, right? Because it's very controversial. Because they seized the throne by force with the army, but at the same time, they were very treacherous in how they dispatched the queen. So, I'm pretty sure the chiefs are going to be fully supportive of this. It would make no sense not to. But the others, Ooh. That was my cousin. Yeah, sure. Never any gunpowder. Also, the capital was filled with chiefs. I bet that helped. You're right. Oh my god. Enemy inside, within and without. Alright, let's see. Queen Tatiana, the lawgiver. This is so perfect. The game freaking knows. The game knows. The game knows. Yeah, that's true, Hesperus. That's true. They took the throne dishonorably. Lawgiver is perfect. Remember how we were saying about reforming, you know, and giving a bunch of new laws for administration and trade? It's perfect. It's freaking perfect. The game knows. This is amazing. Wow. Okay. Yeah, take care, Mayhem Radiance. Richest Noble is Efrable Bizarre with 8,000, and Astronovska is the poorest one. And this is Harald the Mofo. Look at this piece of shit. This is gonna be a fucking cruel king for sure. This is gonna be a cruel king. Oh, that's a good poem. That's a really good poem, Maiden List. Wow. There will be time for our justice soon. Yes. Yes. Bunch of assholes can't even fight fairly. Yep. I'm excited to join through the lore. Amazing. How do I do that? So, let me first say thank you for playing. This is the end of episode 4 of the Bearclaw Dynasty. And at this point, I cannot wait to see what happens in the next one, in the reign of King Harald the First, next Wednesday. Thank you so much for playing.